I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Going now, I'll give up everything. Daunting all, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen no many ones that are so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting all, if I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything, what I want a reality. Going now, I'll give up everything, daunting all, if I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
All right, morning. Music still playing? No, bad music. All right. What is this? Just a fun game.
Fed by the energy of the death scythe's overuse, dimensional
Rule. Oh, how's it going, Infidel? Morning. Everyone's late today, man. Am I starting on time? Is it early? No, it's about right. It's the weekend. It's Saturday, so it's the day before Easter, apparently. I didn't even realize tomorrow was Easter. Yeah, it's right. W Easter. We'll still be on tomorrow, though. So we will still be on. It'll help me plan on if I'm gonna do it again next year or not. If this Easter I don't have a whole lot of viewers, then I'll probably just take next Easter off. Probably take the whole weekend off, honestly. Oh, shit. Hold on, wait a minute. So this has a Sonic level? Yo, W crossover. Hold on. Oh, excuse me.
There is but one way to seal these rifts. Defeat the source of power in each of the three
Oh, that's Yakuza.
Seal these rifts. Defeat the
Oh,
source
they're having really good crossovers. Hold on, wait a minute.
of each of the three worlds. Send them back where they belong.
I don't know what that is. That's Yakuza. That's Yakuza. Sonic. That's cool.
Join me, Jane Douglas, on April 16th for the Galaxy's Spring Showcase. We have our Focus Entertainment, Team 17, Raw Fury, and Wargame.
Garbage. Is this Street Fighter? This game looks like shit if this is Street Fighter. Hold on.
This world is supposed to be completely uninhabited. Odd, though. How did a Terran like you end up in a whole other world?
Whoa.
Mono! Oh, I thought I'd never, ever see you again. Curious.
I don't like the way she looked at the camera. I hate that.
Oh, I thought I'd never, ever see you again. Curiouser and curiouser. Now I understand. Touching this monoid has linked our fates. Maybe we should revisit this another time. Not that you'd understand anyway. But for now, we should be able to send you back to your world without a hitch. Simply put, since you're now the sole occupant of this wide and empty world, if I consign said...
This is a weird fucking game. This is Street Fighter now? This is fucking weird. This is, like, genuinely fucking weird.
world to oblivion, you should remain totally free from harm.
I would assume that that's the player character that you can make, right? Him? That's why he's not talking? What a weird game. Oh, they finally bringing Star Fox back? Yo, low-key, I might play Star Fox. State of Decay was kind of a shit game when I played it. I played the original one, and I lost my character, and then I gave up trying to play it again. Because, like, the way it works is you've got, oh, how's it going, peeps? How's it going? How's it going? Sparkles. Oh, thanks for the sparkles. So, like, I played the original State of Decay on PC, funny enough. And you make a settlement, you can go out into the world, and there's zombies everywhere, and you get a character, and you can swap between any character you manage to recruit to your settlement. And what I didn't know is that I had been playing the same character for the majority of the game, and I hadn't died yet. And I got, like, really far. And I went to this one area that was like a campsite, and then I got completely wrecked and died. And I lost the character, and I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't know that. If I had known that, like, there's also, like, hunger and thirst. I was like, it's no big deal. I'll be fine as long as I'm able to loot more. And then I died, and then it completely, like, and then the character gets taken over by the zombie virus, and it's OP as shit because it's your prior character, and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. Because I went back there to get my stuff, and then I lost that character, and I was like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Can you hear me? This is Brant Fitzgerald from the Undead Labs Enclave in Seattle, and I'm broadcasting this message to the
I stopped playing it after that, like...
community to give you an update on State of Decay 3.
Yeah, no, the gameplay is absolutely annoying. The gameplay is disgustingly annoying. It was the first game I ever played where I could put stuff in the trunk of a car. I love that mechanic. And then the fact that I was able to just find a random car, I thought that was really cool. But the rest of the gameplay?
Over the last few years, most of the team's been doing updates for State of Decay 2. The rest of us been creating cool for State of Decay 3.
Oh, he's cursing. Based?
We've been keeping a close eye on what you liked about State of Decay 2 and what you didn't. We've read
I don't know about you, but I'm tired of all these fucking platforms trying to censor what I'm saying. I hate to break it to you, but anyone crying about freedom of speech needs to be hopping on YouTube's penis about the fact that you can't curse a whole bunch and a lot of stuff.
Feedback on Discord. We've
You want to bitch and complain about freedom of speech?
There
you go.
And live streams on YouTube.
We just got 3 in 1, baby.
And through it all, we've seen how powerful and tight-knit this community is.
That's all you gotta do, guys.
It became clear the community is survival and that we need your help. And if you've made it this far,
Oh, the execution
great.
was terrible.
Starting next month, we'll be hosting
It was an
a
absolute
series of
train wreck.
contests with the community. Listen, I'm not going to spoil the surprise for you, but I can say that it will feature 4-player co-op, some new base building and resource
Yeah,
strategies,
because you know that's totally what State of Decay needed. Not more balancing, right?
and a whole lot of combat. If
There's
scavenging
nothing like spending 26 hours in a game just to go to an area and lose a character, right?
supplies in the middle of a zombie outbreak sounds fun to you, then grab your ruck, pack some mags, and head over to our website to find more information and register for a chance to be included in the alpha.
That already closed. I was watching a streamer last night who tried to get into it an hour after they had announced it, and it was already closed.
If you don't get contacted for this round, don't worry. We'll keep your name on the list and have plenty of other opportunities for you throughout the year.
That's not what he said. He said that the roster was full. That's what he said. He said the minute he tried to sign up, it said they're no longer taking people. That's not what he said. I already feel the red flags popping up everywhere.
We'll be sharing more updates like this throughout development to keep you up to date.
And I'll trust what he says because I've been watching him for well over 10 years now. So I'll trust the streamer.
On what's new, what we're learning, and let you know about more opportunities to join the fun. Thank you again for your support and your patience over the years. We cannot wait to share more information about State of Decay with you. Remember, community is survival. Go!
I don't know about that. You sure about that? You sure about that? Man, I just don't know if they're going to pull Starfield back. I'm sorry. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. Man, this game... what really concerns me is that I put 79 hours into this fucking game, and I didn't even realize it. I wanted it to be good so bad. I do like the new Game Plus idea, but the amount of things that are in this game that are just straight up garbage and need to be taken out... Oh, man. The amount of empty planets you can land on that have no purpose. Oh, they finally fixed that piece of shit? Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. Because, you know...
Now the fleet's resting on her shoulders.
Why? I don't care about this. What about adding to the gameplay? I don't care about what my controller's doing, bro. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing, Bethesda? This game looks cool. This game looks really cool. Does this have a single player experience? Yo, load me up. We need a year. Dude, this looks like a single player experience. If this is a fucking single player experience, I'm playing this shit. This looks good. We need like a dozen more games like this. Oh, this is totally a single-player experience, boys. Let's go! Oh, this looks amazing!
Stay in the line, boys! Man down!
Those nasty-ass bolt-action rifles. That's how you knew you were in it, huh? Yeah, it does look like the old Medal of Honor. Dude, the Medal of Honor European Assault was my shit. Oh, I must have put... I don't even know how I managed to squeeze 200 hours into that game. I did everything in that damn game. That game was so fun. Look at the maps. That's so cool. That is so cool. French warfare at its finest. So I would assume that these are going to be multiplayer and single player levels. I don't really care. I want old-fashioned COD games that didn't have the multiplayer aspect to it. I miss that more than anything. Like, the multiplayer just kind of took over the entire genre because they just saw the money bags and went for it. I remember back whenever Call of Duty used to tell a story. It used to tell, like, a good story about the warriors that died in World War I and World War II. And now it's just fucking garbage. It's just trash, you know? It's so sad to think of the legacy of COD. Every game that Call of Duty used to come out with was another, like, inspirational story of a bunch of fighters that were trying to secure freedom for their country, that were being oppressed or attacked and killed for their own culture, and now it's just garbage, dude. It's just slop. It's just sad. It's so sad. These maps look... Is that hookah? No shot they're doing hookah in the war. There's just this table set up with hookah, and it's not even touched. Everyone knows, don't fuck with the hookah table. Of the lesbians, black person who comes to terms with their trans heart. Okay. I mean, I think COD knows that if they were to try to do something like that, they'd be indefinitely cooked. 100%. Like, they think that just leaning into the multiplayer aspect of things would be bad. That would be, like, cataclysmic for their franchise. That's a good one, though, dude. I love it. I love it. This is what I want to see. Oh, wait, wasn't this at the beginning? It looks like it's just a bunch of trailers. We gotta move on from this. Got some other trailers to cover, and then we're gonna cover the down pilot later on in the stream. I don't like this morbid metal idea. I don't like the run and gun, kind of like Mirror's Edge or like hack and slash runner. I don't like that. I like taking my time with the game. I don't like the time it takes to play Crimson Desert, but, you know. Feel like if there were a little bit more ways to speed time up in Crimson Desert, the game would be a masterpiece. All that music is copyright. I know for a fact that music is copyright, bro. What the fuck, developers? And then you like, it's a roguelike hack and slash runner game. So like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's a runner. You have to run from platform to platform, and it's timed and all this other nonsense. I don't know about you, but I'm not much of a intense timer person. A lot of downsides that I had with a lot of the older Grand Theft Auto games were the fucking timers. Whenever you put a timer on a mission, it immediately makes me upset. I don't like timers on missions. They're annoying. I don't like them. Get them out of here. So apparently a lot of people are hating on the new Mario Galaxy movie.
There's big drama bubbling over in regards to the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the reception to it. So, in a nutshell, there's actually a few different things going on. A lot of bloody battles being fought with mangled corpses left in the wake. The Thunderdome that's claimed the most souls here.
Oh my god! I'm shocked! Ooh, what's the matter? Western culture clashing with that foreign power, huh? Ooh, that tomato meter, though, is disgusting.
Is about the critic score versus the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't understand why the hell they have these critics. These people are fucking useless. They've been useless. Don't ever go to Rotten Tomatoes and look at the critic score. You always check the popcorn meter. I don't know who the hell has ever followed the tomato meter. But man, you have been led astray.
People are having a fiery conversation, a lot of shit and spit flying about the discrepancy between the two, arguing that it illustrates that critics are just this worthless fungus that are out of touch and don't represent like real taste.
I've heard people say they like it. I've heard people say they don't like it. Next week we're gonna be reacting to a critical drinker video where he's gonna give his opinion on it. So I look forward to seeing that. He's usually pretty damn harsh with his critics, with his takes. He didn't give a lot towards Predator Badlands. Guys, I watched it. I'm actually a huge fan of Predator Badlands. I actually really liked the movie. I was, the second that I sat down and started watching Predator Badlands, I couldn't stop watching it. I actually really enjoyed Predator Badlands. But a lot of his critiques, I will still say, are very valid. So I do respect his opinion on Predator Badlands, and I look forward to seeing what he says about Super Mario Galaxy.
The audience score is the only reliable metric on Rotten Tomatoes. And I actually half agree. I'm not exactly the biggest fist-pumping enthusiast for critic scores. I'll often check like what critics are saying about a new game or
I think it has to do with the critic score. It's the same thing with like IGN and Crimson Desert. That same nonsense where the quote-unquote the so-called experts claim this, but really everyone who watched it loved it. Or everyone who played it loves it, you know?
Movie or show that's come out just to kind of get a gauge of what to expect when going
You realize that IGN almost ruined Crimson Desert? You realize that their stock plummeted and they weren't making sales because of that IGN review? Y'all do understand that, right? These people, unfortunately, have more power than we want to give them credit for.
But I never take their word as gospel, and whatever the score they give it isn't something that computes in my head and changes the way I view it, but it is something I at least look at, though I don't put a ton of stock into it. And this is coming from someone who always gives an opinion on like new games, movies, and shows. I do that very often, but I would never consider myself a critic. I'm just a fucking guy who goes and watches a bunch of shit and plays a bunch of shit, and I'll just tell you what I thought of it. That's kind of the end of that. not a whole lot else to digest.
Just go based on what you think. If you see a game trailer or a movie trailer and you think it's going to be good, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be right. If you see a game trailer or a movie trailer you don't think is going to be good or just doesn't seem like it's not your cup of tea, then don't go watch it. That's all there is to it.
So you can agree or disagree with it till the cows come home. I'm never really trying to give some kind of like objective metric on if something was actually like amazing or dog shit. Just in my eyes, if it was great or poo-poo. But I fully, whole hog, full chub disagree with the other half of the argument that the audience scores is the one that's actually indicative of the quality of something. I have screamed this from the mountaintops for years that Rotten Tomatoes, Jesus Christ.
The tomato meter's always been fucked. You don't ever go to these sites, these review sites, and ever take the people that were able to get in and see the movie either prior to its release or for free. They will always like. It kind of feels like that because they're not getting special treatment, like they're not getting into the movie for free, or they're not getting early access to it, that they give it a worse score. And it's like, y'all do realize that that's the reason why they're not doing it, right? It's because y'all aren't getting special treatment, so now you're gonna rate it badly. Well, I wouldn't want to give somebody that's gonna have that in their as their mindset from the second that they set foot in a theater, or for that matter, start playing a game. I wouldn't want to give them special treatment. Fuck them. That's awful.
I sound like an actual Neanderthal. Rotten Tomatoes audience score is almost as useless as Pam Bondi.
Exactly.
It's not like that's somehow...
Yo, preach it. That's what I'm saying.
More reliable in any way, shape, or form. Now, critic reviews, especially in recent times, are extremely all over the place and, oftentimes very out of touch. I agree with that.
So out of touch.
Audience scores, it's not like they're free from that sin either. Basically, every movie ever that comes out has a pretty high audience score on Rotten Tomato, no matter how terrible it is. Something could hit the theaters tomorrow.
I didn't know that. This is new information for me. I haven't been on Rotten Tomatoes in a minute, so... The
haunting of titty nippleless, and it'll be the worst thing your eyes have ever seen. Like, actually an affront to God. And then you'll check the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like 75%.
What?
And genuinely, do this right now. Any movie that you've seen that you didn't like, check the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's probably pretty high. Like, recently, Scream 7 came out. That movie's pretty trash. 75%.
What did you expect, man? Come on. If you really think Scream at this day and age is going to be good, man, you have lost your way.
Rotten Tomatoes. Do this for anything.
You have to keep in mind that Scream 7, most of the people that watch Scream, they know the movie's trash. At this point in their life, it's repetition. It's a cult following. You can't do that for Scream 7. You could have chosen, I don't know, Long Legs or something. Something like that.
That movie's pretty trash. 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Do this for anything. Look at one of the worst Disney movies to come out in recent memory.
Now we're talking.
Snow White from last year. 69% on...
Well, someone's smoking something, dude. What the fuck? Someone's smoking something. Who the fuck? How do you get... What? How? It was a box office blunder. Do you know how many times they had to re-release this piece of shit in theaters? Bro, what? 69! How many times did they re-release Snow White into theaters? 9 times! Oh my god! They re-released this pile of dog shit 9 times in theaters! And it still was a box office flop. Holy fuck! Oh my god! I was like, it'll probably be 3 or maybe 2. I know they re-released it a few times. 9 fucking times!
Of the last half decade. 75%,
There's
77%,
no way.
79%, 76%. It is a...
Bro, okay, we just gotta burn Rotten Tomatoes to the ground. We gotta get that shit out of here, man. What the fuck?
Given that anything that comes out is gonna have a pretty respectable Rotten Tomatoes audience score. It's almost a guarantee, like the sun rising every day. It's very, very rare to see like an actual catastrophic audience score for a film.
Snow White, Snow Brown, and the Seven They Thems. Oh my god, I'm so happy you're here. Bro just made my whole weekend. I'm gonna be fucking chilling, talking to my friend.
Like even The Strangers Chapter 3 from last year, genuinely the conclusion to the worst horror trilogy ever made. And just as a reminder, in case you don't know, because a lot of you probably don't, they rebooted The Strangers. I'm not talking about The Strangers with Liv Tyler from way back in the day, which is a classic. They rebooted it with Chapter 1, 2, and 3. Genuinely the worst horror trilogy.
Remember, boys, if you build 5 bridges and you suck one dick, you're not a bridge builder, you're a dick sucker. You release 7 Snow Whites, and you make one Snow Brown and the 7 They Thems, and you're woke.
Ever made, and the conclusion is perhaps one of the worst pieces of horror that has ever fucking contaminated the cinema. Even that has a 49% Rotten Tomatoes audience score.
My god, I'm losing my shit.
I'm not a big believer that the audience score is somehow the correct metric. Because
bro, you can't find comedy out of that. You need to be less serious in your life. That's funny.
Than it should ever have any right to be for things that are actually bad. So Super Mario Galaxy movie having a 90% doesn't mean that it's
You know what makes it even better? The fact that the studio's going out of business and that everyone lost their jobs.
Masterpiece that just critics don't understand. It just means fans are very excited about it. And thus they go and just storm 10 out of 10 reviews, which jacks the score way up, and everything's always positive. Like, the audience score isn't much better than critics, is the point I'm making. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I gave you my thoughts on it a couple days ago. Overall, I think it is worse than the first Mario Brothers movie, which I actually really enjoyed. I think it is a huge step backwards. It is basically Jingling Keys, the movie. A lot of people are calling it that, and that's exactly what it is. It's a movie that has...
That's what I've heard. I've actually heard... I've seen it online. A lot of people saying that, like, it's a movie to catch your interest, but not really to tell a story. If that makes any sense. It's a movie where it's a kid's movie. It is. That's absolutely what it is. It's a child's movie. I mean, let's be honest here.
No substance at all. There's not even really a plot. There's a few plot elements that constantly are jumbled around. It is a mess.
Let me tell you something. If you take your kid to this movie, take your kid to it, and if they like it, then it's a W. There's nothing worse than when you've got a bunch of 30, 40-year-old men, women, trying to tell kids what they should like. Let me tell you something. It doesn't appeal to you because it's not for you. At the end of the day, they probably made the first movie and realized that it wasn't as geared towards kids as they like. And you know what Nintendo did? I can't believe I'm going to say this. Did what they were supposed to do, which is cater to the audience that they are looking for. I can't believe I said that. Holy shit. It's Mario. How many of y'all grew up with Mario as a child? Probably a lot of y'all, right? A lot of y'all still buy Nintendo products because y'all grew up with them. Who do you think this stuff is geared towards? It's not geared towards 20, 30-year-old men or women or 40-year-old men and women. It's geared for kids, man. It's a kid's movie. Come on, guys.
Everything except for its visuals. Its animation is stunning. It's very colorful, and it's very fun animation to watch, especially with the fights, and the music is absolutely slapping. They got boner jams out the wazoo there with very...
Yeah, I have, unfortunately. I've seen it. A bunch of grown-ass adults that don't know how to grow up because they grew up with Nintendo, just like Disney. Disney's the same fucking way. It's a cult following. That's literally what it is. And I don't blame Nintendo if that's what they're trying to do by trying to adjust what they're doing specifically for kids. Because, like, let's be honest here. Would you, like, even for me, whenever I saw the trailers for God of War whenever I was growing up, I was like, oh my God, I want to play this game. I want to demolish this game. I want this game to be a part of my life. But not a lot of kids were like me. A lot of kids liked or had friends or siblings that they could play Nintendo with. You know? So, like, it all depends on, you know, where you were being raised and how you wanted to be, you know, how you were growing up. That all determines the difference. A lot of people grew up with Nintendo. I grew up with PlayStation and God of War. So, like,
recognizable tracks remixed and they sound great. But as a film, it is not very good.
That's just my opinion. Okay, that's what I think. That's what I think.
Basically, the film's formula is, here's something, and now that something is solved in the next 3 minutes. So that way they can get to the next something and just keep ham-fisting cameos till the cows come home the entire journey of this film. It is basically a movie that is all designed to just have you point at the screen going, oh, I recognize that, I get that reference. You know, it's basically like the Star Wars formula where fans, you know, glup shitto out anytime they recognize something. That is the Super Mario Galaxy film. It is entirely built around just, here's like a small problem that is so small that we solve it in 2 minutes. So that way we can get to the next small thing and show you some more cameos, and then we can solve that real quick to get to the next thing. The story flows like it's...
that sounds like a cartoon. Think about the flow of a cartoon. What did you watch growing up as a child? Fucking cartoons. Like, yeah. Like, think about all the live action, like, Disney shows that were around. How many of those had the exact same narrative? You have a scene, you have an issue, you have a resolution, next scene. Like, that pretty much kind of confirms what I had said.
Actually,
but I don't dislike Charlie, but sometimes Charlie gets wrapped up with... He's not audience captured, but he definitely is the mainstream flow, for sure.
Playing with action figures.
And that doesn't make it a bad thing. It's definitely odd.
And then Mario beats them.
Charlie's an oddball, I'll say that. He's definitely an oddball.
Bowser gets teleported out of the bee mines right after he hits the first rock, so he's reunited with his son, and then he forgets all about Mario and Luigi and their friendship, so that way they can blow up things in the universe with Planet Bowser, and then everything it gets solved real quick. It's just a mess. It is genuinely a mess. But like I said,
that doesn't sound like a mess. That seems like, I mean, look. I think that there's a lot of older people that are being too harsh for this movie. It's not meant for adults. It's meant for kids. It is. And I think we could stop trying to shit on Charlie and move on. I'm not trying to shit on Charlie, but I think that it's a franchise that's geared its entire organization to kids, to children, to capturing that audience. And I'm not surprised whenever they try to turn back the dial and continue to cater to their audience. They're not looking for adults. Why do you think a lot of the games that they're still releasing look like shit? They're colorful, they're attractive, they're for kids, man. It blows my mind whenever a full-grown fucking 30-year-old man, 35-year-old man gets Mario Tennis and is expecting it to be good. I think it's funny whenever they rage quit it. Because, like, there's nothing to do in the game, but these games aren't meant for adults, man. They're meant for kids. They're meant for children. It's not meant for adults that don't know how to grow the fuck up. Like, Lego is a prime example of that. Lego used to just be for kids, but now they started with the newer CEOs, they geared Lego sets towards adults. They have adult sets now, like the bonsai trees that I have 2 of, and then the bamboo. Like, it's not unheard of, but that's not what Nintendo's trying to do. It's obvious that's not what they're trying to do. That's why they made the movie animated. Do we really want to cover the Barbie thing? Yeah, let's cover the Barbie thing. Apparently there was something that happened at like Barbie or some shit. Now, I didn't grow up with Barbie. I'm one of those kids that would get their hands on a Barbie and light the hair on fire. Me and a friend did that. It was fun. But I do think that a multi-trillion-dollar organization, because let's be honest, with how much money they've made, there's no way they're not in the trillions. They've been around for what, 30, 40 years now?
This Barbie event just promised a dream weekend, and somehow they delivered a concrete warehouse with traffic cones instead.
Posted photos and videos of a large convention center that was sparsely decorated. Many people were upset over paying more than $70 a ticket for the event.
If you paid $70 to get into that, my friends, is what we call natural selection.
So over the weekend, hundreds of Barbie fans showed up to something called Barbie Dreamfest in Fort Lauderdale. And within like minutes, people realized, we've made a huge mistake coming here, because this was supposed to be the ultimate Barbie fan event. We're talking like, 3 full days of panels, fashion shows, celebrity guests, interactive exhibits, and a full-on pink immersive Barbie world. But instead, people walked into what attendees
Atozy, check out Atozy.
Described as concrete gray floors.
We're gonna get into the trenches after this video, but I wanted to, because Charlie covered this a little bit ago too, and I saw Atozy was covering it, and I was like, okay, what's going on,
Walls, gray ceilings, and it felt like being trapped in a big dark warehouse. Well, that doesn't sound too much like a Barbie universe. And honestly, I wish that was an exaggeration, but it's not, because after looking at some of these TikToks, oh boy. As we can clearly see, we have a bunch of people standing in a massive empty convention hall with the bare...
And I think that's the new consensus. I genuinely think that you are more right than you think. I think that Barbie, much like a bunch of other stuff, is dead. It's just dead. The Barbie dream, Barbie everything life, it's just not possible. It's over for them.
Zero energy whatsoever.
So you walk in the door.
Like,
the first thing
look at that. There's like nothing. There's nobody here.
I noticed, there's a lot of empty space. They advertise.
You know what's crazy is I went to a magic con that was like this. It was packed, fucking like wall to wall. Bro, it was like herding sheep in that bitch. It was packed.
The roller skating thing's pretty hard, but it's literally like a little square. It is so small. Definitely just for little kids.
I wonder how many adults showed up to this that didn't have kids, thinking that it was going to be some kind of weird shit.
This is the supposedly interactive dream house. You can see garbage on it now.
Hold up, like, is that a Barbie dream house? I take it back. There's energy there. It just feels cursed.
There's energy there. Fatigued, money grubbing energy.
80s roller skating.
Look at that. Yo, I'm sorry, if you're a grown-ass adult and you come to this thinking that it's going to be made for you, grow up. For real. This is obviously a kid's event. And, like, look at the size of this fucking square, dude. There's, like, nothing.
And it's just, like, some fencing around, the slab of concrete that's already there. And they're like, yep, 80s roller skating, guys. Welcome to Barbie World.
Could have at least put a damn disco ball up.
But of course, it gets worse.
I thought on day one there would be a ton of people here. There definitely is not a ton of people here. These people are selling things that are not Barbie at all.
Yo, what the fuck is that? They're like hawking their crap there. Look at that. That's like Walmart, like attire or whatever the fuck that shit is when you go to the jewelry department. It's like the poor people section. What the fuck is this? This is that shit that you buy so that way you can sell it to somebody else.
One of the things that sort of was odd is how many vendors aren't even selling like Barbie people stuff.
Did all these people get tricked into attending a flea market? Because you have
That's what it
a
looks
bunch of
like.
Wide open space and random low effort scattered around.
Yeah, there's not even like most of the area is just empty. Bro, whenever I went to the con,
wide open space.
This wasn't even possible. Every single, like, the building that we were in was probably about this big, and it was row, all the way from one side all the way to the other. And there were people fucking everywhere. Dude, you could not walk without bumping into somebody.
And random low effort scattered around setups, it just doesn't make sense. And what makes this so awful is people paid up to $449.
Oh my god.
And even over $500 for VIP passes to this thing. So I mean, this is a disaster.
So some people paid in upwards of $1,000 for this?
I mean, okay, if the entrance fee was like some $5 to $10
man.
for charity to enter a flea market.
Oh man.
$400 to $500 for this? So for the people who bought tickets for this event, yeah, you got robbed. There is
no fucking shit. Holy crap.
To soften that blow. That was basically a highway robbery. So naturally, the people were not just disappointed. They were mad. And one
they should class action lawsuit.
Attendee said, I bought the ticket the minute they went on sale. I thought it was going to be the most amazing Barbie thing I've ever been to. It was the worst experience. And then, of course, you start seeing the comparisons rolling in. You have Firefest, the Willy Wonka experience, even DashCon. That's definitely not an event you want to be associated with. But one TikTok literally captioned their video, POV, you spend $75 to $300 to go to Barbie Dream.
Oh, dude.
Fest. And honestly, I mean, the deeper you look into this thing, the worse it gets, because on paper, this event sounded like it could work. It could be a good time because the official schedule was packed, like genuinely. If you just looked at it, you would think it was a legit.
Let me guess. They just put a bunch of names on a roster and then emailed them hoping that they would get answers back, and then they got majority no answers back.
High-end convention. I mean, they allegedly had celebrity panels with Serena Williams, Angel Reese, fashion shows, and designer Q&A.
I bet the moms and the parents that really kept up with this stuff probably follow each one of these people on Twitter and was like checking them every day to see if it was going to be worth going, and they never talked about it.
Also, they had an interactive Barbie dream house, which, you know, we saw how great that turned out. Then,
bro, literally
active Barbie dream house, which, you know, we saw how
this is crazy. Interactive Barbie Dreamhouse. Man, no, you know what? That's probably the most accurate I've seen it in a while. Yeah, that's about how, yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, no, that's what, like, I think if you, like, cut it in half, that'd be about the average American home right there. You know?
Great that turned out. Then, of course, you had that 80s roller disco, which I've already kind of poked fun at a bit. A bike course that we saw, which also looked extremely underwhelming. A glam bar, workshops.
Bro, I could have stayed home and done that shit.
Yoga, meetups, apparently the whole 9 yards. It also just sounds very random. Like, who is going to a Barbie festival to do yoga?
It's part of their theme. Barbie does yoga to work out. It's part of the theme. I understand it. I can't hate it. I get it. But, like, come on.
$300 for yoga does not make sense. So obviously, they were just going all in on selling it to the Barbie fans, and the marketing was showing adults roller skating under neon lights, dancing, taking photos in these huge pink installations, basically selling that this was going to be an immersive Barbie world. But unfortunately, when people showed up, obviously none of that was real. So let's start with the biggest one, the dream house. And this was supposed to be the centerpiece of the show. What people, I guess, got instead was a cardboard backdrop.
The Barbie dream house. We're the life-sized Barbie dream house right now, guys. And I'm taking up, you know, there'll be some kinks to work out right now, guys.
You know what's funny? Is that they never showed it. They never showed it.
You know, there'll be some Wow. Pose.
I mean, come on. Give this project to a high school arts and crafts class.
Yeah, I think that's genuine. Like, you would go to a high school and you would find a scale mock-up of probably that, like a similar house for a stage. Like, you would absolutely see that at a high school.
And I swear they can come up with something better. This is straight up just a flat cutout with fake grass, a picnic blanket, and a parked van next to it. And then I guess people paid hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds,
to see this.
dude.
And then of course the roller rink, which is just a square on the concrete that's already there. What makes it so much worse is I feel like those metal barricades probably came with the venue. And obviously...
Oh, wait, there is a life-size home there. Wait, no, it's there. See, look, there it is. It's the average American home, is it not? Oh, never mind. Maybe I'm being too honest.
It's already there. What makes it so much worse is I feel like those metal barricades probably came
I was pointing at the car. If you were wondering, I was pointing at the car.
The venue. And obviously there was no disco lights nor neon lights to be found. Then of course the bike course, and there you had 4 bikes, but they were all kids, even though adults had to sign waivers for them.
Oh, bro, just go away. There you go.
And then you had
That's
one
what
girl
you wanted, right?
who couldn't even participate because she was too tall for the only working bikes. And then you have the glam bar, which was supposed to be, I guess, a big feature. That was just closed. And honestly, this kind of feels less like to get in after paying so much.
Wait, what?
And never wore any of them. And then you have another person who said they flew. Attendee literally showed up with multiple handmade Barbie costumes, full outfits planned for each day, and never wore any of them. And then you have another person who said they flew in, spent hundreds, walked the event in under an hour, and just left. And now, here's where it gets even crazier, because even after paying all of that money to attend, a lot of the actual experiences inside cost money.
No shot. So not only did you have to spend an upwards of $500, travel there, you had to pay for the individual, like, things that you could access?
You wanted a photo with Serena Williams. That was reportedly around $400 on top of your ticket. And then you...
These people need to be sued. Holy fuck. These people need to be sued.
You had the swag bags. You know, the thing that's supposed to make you feel like you actually got something for your money? Well, people didn't get those. They had to pay extra money to get those things after paying so much money to get into this event, if you can even call it. Like, but apparently people did get some things for free, which was a tiny bottle of hand sanitizer.
Man. Oh man, you spent $500 on tickets? Well, here's some hand sanitizer to clean your dirty little bastard's hands. Clean your fucking child's hands, you dirty bitch. Like, what the fuck? Bro.
Spending hundreds of dollars to go to what you think is
thousands. I'm sure some people spent thousands.
To be
I mean, plane tickets aren't cheap. And then, like, you get there after you spend $500 to find out that you need to spend another $400 to take a picture with somebody.
And you get this lousy bottle of hand sanitizer, and that's it. No real experience because it was just a cardboard cutout. Most of the attractions were closed. You just got bamboozled, I guess. But another
you got
attendee asked
scammed.
the staff where the rest of the swag was, and they were told it was delayed. And apparently, if you paid for a higher tier package, you got a hairbrush. I mean, come on, this is just such a joke. Then on top of that, the vendors, the people who paid thousands of dollars to be there, they were also complaining.
Well, yeah, no shit. They were supposed to be making money off of that. They had to take time out of... They could have been somewhere else making money, but they decided to show up to this fucking shit show where they're not going to get paid. There's no way they made enough money from the little bit of ticket sales that they had to make the money back that they told that these vendors that were going to be making. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Said the event was so empty, they saw maybe 100 people a day, and that communication from the organizers basically just appeared as the weekend went on, which is insane because it wasn't long before the festival the official Instagram was posting that it was close to selling out. I'm assuming that's just some like last-ditch marketing effort to try to sell more tickets, because clearly this event was in dire straits from the start.
Yeah,
so it makes sense that vendors ended up closing their booths hours before it all ended. At the end of the day, the vendors didn't scam the people here. It's the organizers. The organizers allegedly scammed the vendors and everyone who paid for a ticket to go there. And sharing their awful experiences. Some comments even claim that they're
We need refunds. This the most lackluster event. We flew from LA to come to this and we so disappointed. Arrived at 9:30 and left at 11 because there was nothing else left to do for the kiddos. The interactive dollhouse looked like a kid's party backdrop. And also, why did this take place in Fort Lauderdale on one of the busiest weekends? Y'all need to get your mess together. I've seen fan-based projects, events come out better than this. Should be, at Maddle, should be ashamed. Why was my comment deleted about the... Oh, dude, they deleted her comment.
Instagram page was deleting their previous comments. So, I mean, at a certain point, this thing got so big online, there was no way to ignore it anymore. Between TikToks going viral, people demanding refunds, and Barbie Firefest trending everywhere, the organizers just had to say something. And I guess to their credit, they did respond. So you have Mischief Management, the company behind the event, put out a statement saying this. Mischief Management is incredibly grateful to...
So that means that anytime you see Mischief Management organizing anything, don't go to it.
Everyone who joined Barbie Dreamfest, bringing fans together alongside of Barbie role models. Designers, partners, and global icons who embody the true spirit of Barbie was at the heart of the event. Barbie Dreamfest was created as a...
You know what? You're right. Where was the glitter? I didn't see any glitter. I didn't see a damn thing of glitter. Those people got scammed, man. Whenever you go to a Barbie event, you need to be covered in so much glitter that by the time you get back home, the glitter gets stuck on everything in your house and you have to burn the house down to get rid of it. Where was the glitter? There was no glitter in this event. If you're not going blind from glitter entering your eyes, it wasn't worth the money.
Intimate fan convention designed to foster meaningful connection, inspiration, and closer access to Barbie and her world. And that was the response. Yeah, that's nice and all, but that doesn't really address anything. Like, people were very upset. Like, no mention whatsoever the missing attractions, or the Dreamhouse situation, or the roller rink, or the glam bar, or the vendors, or how basically everything just wasn't as it was said. Who knows though? Maybe they were...
Yeah, ain't that the truth, man? You're gonna be like, if you have a house and you are forced to work with glitter and it gets on you and you track it home, bro, let me tell you something. You better learn to live with that glitter because it's gonna be with you till the day you die. Man, you're gonna be scratching your head. You're gonna be thinking you getting dandruff out of your hair and it's gonna be glitter. Watch.
Just, preparing for the lawsuits coming instead of addressing the situation.
And they should. These people need to be sued into oblivion.
They did confirm something pretty important. Apparently, everyone's getting refunds, which is a massive win. The company said all ticket holders would receive full refunds back to their original payment method, typically within a few weeks. And Mattel, the actual company behind Barbie, also stepped in and said this was not their event, that Mischief Management licensed the Barbie brand for the event. What is unclear, though, is
why
will the vendors actually get refunds here, because the vendors paid thousands of dollars to be there, and clearly people didn't show up, or at least nowhere near the amount of people they were expecting.
Yeah, because the vendors have to pay to be there. So if they don't make the return on investment, they've been scammed.
Anyone's going to sue them, it's probably going to be one of the vendors. Or
the vendors should sue them. They should class action lawsuit it.
We're working with Mischief Management, who are managing attendee feedback and issuing full refunds.
Because the vendors are there based on the assumption that they're going to make money. But if the marketing is so shit that they're not able to make their money back, and they had to pay to secure the slot in the warehouse, then they've effectively been scammed.
Everyone who purchased tickets.
Because if anybody knows if it's going to be worth it, it's going to be the people selling the tickets.
Every fan experience to be an excellent one.
They should have said something. They should have said something prior to everyone showing up. Hey, ticket sales were not good. If you guys want to dip out, you're more than welcome to.
Speaking of lawsuits, I would be a little bit worried if I was Mischief Management about Mattel, because, you know...
Mattel should sue them.
Multi-billion-dollar brand look very bad like this. I don't think that's too smart, but apparently Mischief Management is a company that focuses on creating fan events, and apparently they've been putting together conventions for over 15 years. So how this happened is kind of beyond me, because again, I feel like this is something that like a high school club set up.
it kind of makes me wonder if they weren't kind of in on it. That whole, like, if you build it, they will come mentality, it's dead, guys. Stop trying to do it. It's over for that mentality. It is. It's
Not
done.
a professional agency that's been doing this for 15 years. That just doesn't
And,
make sense.
and the reason why is because when people pay for something like that, they know that it's going to be a 50-50 shot if they actually get what they paid for. That's just a fact of the matter. And that's what sucks so much about it. Like, seriously. Okay. Y'all know what time it is. So an F-15 fighter jet, not an F-35, was shot down over Iran. A big surprise. You know, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of impressive. It took them, I guess, long enough. There's still a pilot missing. W pilot. They rescued the other one.
Down an F-15. I did see this. Let me go back.
It was not an F-35. The Iran media would obviously say otherwise because, you know, they don't have anything else better to do than to push fake narratives.
So a U.S. Let me go back. A U.S. Black Hawk conducting combat search and rescue was hit by
a Black Hawk was shot at. But with small arms fire. By Iran police
by
or
Iran during their
IRGC.
mission to locate a downed F-15 pilots. The crew is accounted for and safe. Okay, let's take a look at it.
We don't know what took down the F-15. I've got Fox News pulled up. We're gonna try to monitor that a little bit, but as of right now, from what I understand, the F-15 pilot did make contact with military forces, as in like using a radio or something like that. A little bit of that happened yesterday, but they're still trying to find him as of today.
Yell for it?
And let me tell you something. I know that I don't know what the Iran regime is doing. I don't know what Trump is doing. But if Trump folds because one military person gets captured, he's a jackass. It's a war. Think about how many POWs were in Cambodia, how many POWs were in Korea, Vietnam, how many of them are still in Iraq, Afghanistan. If they have one soldier, my view is going to remain the same. If you need to get the job done, get the job done. We cannot end an Iran war because of one soldier. I'm sorry, I know that's harsh, but it's the truth. Think about how many Iranian people were killed whenever we started bombing shit. It sucks. I'm not agreeing with it. It sucks. But at the end of the day, there is a massive amount of people that want the war to end simply because of one pilot. If anything, I feel like a lot of people are going to be even more up in arms with go get them because they're hurting soldiers. That's what I think. I think that it sucks that if he manages to get captured, it would suck so bad. It would. It would be awful. I hope they're able to retrieve this pilot and he's safe. But if the Iran people or the Iran government, the IRGC managed to get their hands on him, things should keep going the way they're going. We cannot end a war for one person. I'm sorry.
It looks like there's not a
That's what I genuinely think. It sucks, it's awful, but at the same time, we can't end everything for one person. Think about how many other soldiers died. Let's not waste their lives, you know?
OS and Defender. I'll look at that in a minute, too. The crew is accounted for and safe, and this is apparently another one that they
we need to win faster. This should be over already. What the fuck are y'all doing? Finish this shit, man.
Get shot, right? And let's see here. Bakari tribes are headed into Kurdistan in the mountains, rifles in hand, searching for the missing F-15 jet pilot. Don't worry, we'll find him. Okay, let's see. They're gonna get him?
Oh man, here they come. Here they come. He's an idiot. If you're just gonna call me names, I'm gonna perma you. There, and unlike what Asmongold does, where he does he does ban appeals, I don't do that. If you get banned, you're just permad. That's just all there is to it. It's a beautiful function that I intend to use.
آشه سلام علیکم. علیکم سلام. انشالله پیدا میشه نترس. آقا سلام علیکم یالا یالا سلام.
پرچم همیشه بالا.
حاجی سلام علیکم خسته نباشی. خسته نباشی.
خسته نباشی.
یالا سلام علیکم. حاجی سلام علیکم. عزیز چیلی پیدا می‌کنی؟
انشالله پیدا میشه.
انشالله. انشالله.
Man, what a shithole. Damn, I wouldn't want to live there. Holy fuck. And what is this? So this is the person that got shot down?
Sort of this same thing in Iraq and Afghanistan as well. If you're going to be picked up by somebody who is going to turn you over to the Iranian...
It's going to be just like the Iraq-Afghanistan war. It's going to be a 50-50 shot on the people that find this pilot. On if I don't know, is it her? If they're actually going to be able to come back or not. It is a 50-50 shot.
Forces that are going to use you.
There are most likely people in the cities around Iraq that will help her or him, and there are cities and people that will not. So it is a 50-50 shot.
Or is the population happy that you're there and want to help you? That we don't know. And so
morning. If you're new here, sub to the channel. We're here every day. We'll be here tomorrow as well, even on Easter. So please sub to the channel. We do this every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time.
That gets shot down over that space is having to deal with that uncertainty. Sort of this same thing in Iraq and Afghanistan as well. If you're going to be picked up by
The comment has me concerned.
Somebody who is going to turn...
No, I'm not.
You do know that if you sign up for the military in America and we go to war, you chose that, right? If you sign up for the military, that's kind of your job, huh? I mean, if you signed up for the military and you were never planning on stepping up for your country, you in the wrong place.
Surprise! What good people?
No one wants war, but whenever it gets here, we definitely don't want a bunch of people dragging their feet.
I think the majority of the people over there are pretty good. I think that they don't want to deal with this shit either. And ABC News confirms the U.S. does have superiority over Iran, as the Trump administration claimed. Iran used advanced passive infrared detection to completely blindside and shoot down an American F-15 jet. Well, how do they know that? Let me see what it says.
Colonel Gagnard, what does this mean for U.S. jet strikes and other aerial missions moving forward?
That the skies are not as safe as they perhaps presumed. My guess is that this was daytime. My guess is that that the Iranians used what's called infrared. So they used detection that's past.
Bro got a lucky shot off. You know how many planes we've flown over Iran? Like, they got one plane. They downed one plane since this started over a month ago. Do you understand how insane that is? That we've been flying jets over their shit for a month now, and one of the planes went down because of a malfunction, and this one went down because it was legitimately shot. I don't know about you, but they're doing a damn good job. They are. They're doing a phenomenal job in Iran.
That used heat differences. The president did say that their radars roll down, and so he probably can claim that legitimately, but the fact that there are still anti-aircraft kinds of capabilities.
You have to. Whenever you sign up for military, you have to be ready for you to be paraded around by a bunch of terrorists. I mean, look at Black Hawk Down. That's what they did. They sawed people's head off and carried the bodies around like they were fucking trophies. You got to be ready for that shit, man. That's what war is. You think what we're doing to these people is bad? Just imagine if they got their hands on that pilot and they realized that America wasn't going to stop bombing them because of that pilot. Think about what they're gonna do to that pilot if they do that. No, dude, these people are killers. They don't care. For fuck's sake, they're putting 12-year-olds at the front line. No, bro, absolutely not.
Temperature differences. They can identify aircraft and still target aircraft. Is probably what got this.
I wonder how it happened. I have no idea. I mean, maybe that is what it is. I mean, to me, like, I'm gonna be real. I'm surprised this hasn't happened more. Like,
all these clowns talking have no idea what war is, like, or even what being in some military family who's deployed to Afghanistan. My grandfather's brother had skin cancer for being in the Navy when they dropped the bombs on Japan. The brightness from the bombs blowing up in Japan gave him skin cancer. My grandfather died from a respiratory styled seizure because of the asbestosis that they were spreading around in Korea. I worked as a firefighter, which is paramilitary. Like, I never said I was military. Do you understand what paramilitary means? It means that you go to a boot camp and you do everything a type of way, or you get your ass chewed out, just like any other boot camp. You do realize that being a firefighter is a lot like being in the military? It's almost the exact same. You have a chain of command. You have to do what you're told. You have to maintain physical fitness. You train every single day, just like you do in the Army. You go to an actual boot camp. You have to meet deadlines, like actual physical fitness deadlines. It's not the exact same, sure. But it's meant to be that way on purpose. So that way everybody knows what the fuck they're doing when they get to the fire. You have to have a level of working with people that you wouldn't have if you were a bunch of fucking morons running around on the fire field not knowing what the fuck to do. You have to be organized. Fire can't shoot back. So I guess burning to death, that's not shooting back? I guess getting caught in a fire. I'm just gonna ban morons, dude. I'm just gonna start banning people. It's Boy Scouts. So going into a burning building is Boy Scouts? My grandfather's brother's cousin's uncle. Well, here, let me help you, fucktard. Bye. Anyone else? My dad was in the Air Force. I worked for the VA, and I work now for the people that make the weapons used in the wars. These wars. See, that's what we're going to be doing now. Is that we're going to be having a lot of people that aren't going to be going boots on the ground anymore. We're going to start making the military members just build bombs. That's what's going to end up happening. Not in America, they don't. I don't know what third world shithole you're in, but that's not what we do here. And I wonder how many of them die in fires. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? You already have civilian contractors to make the bombs, genius. But if we cut out the middleman, that means more money to make bombs, doesn't it? Genius. You don't look like you're out firefighting very many fires lately, my guy. Yeah, except you have zero chance of going to actual war as a firefighter. Jesus Christ, man. They just can't get a grip, can they? Is that it? Served under Trump. I served under Trump, Obama, and Biden. The private sector can do it a lot cheaper than the government can. This isn't for you, little bro. I'm 31, retard. I'm 31. I'm 31 years old. Jesus Christ. I love how these third worlders, the second they get in, they just can't help but leave stupid comments.
In bombings, right? Yeah, they do it 10,000 strikes. Maybe one gets shot down. Now it's all about having not having superiority. They don't even know what happened. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, only two.
Big surprise. Someone probably sent in a new type of military technology, not new type, but like a newer from like a foreign country, maybe China. People were saying that it was done by China. They'd sent in something for them to use. Who knows? But they need to figure out where these tunnels are that are moving these missile launchers around in, and they need to blow the fucking tunnels up. Like, how has this been going on for a month that they don't know where the tunnels are? It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, to be fair, I mean, one of them was shot down by an ally, and so I wouldn't really count that one. Pilot was on TikTok. Why wouldn't they have a picture of the jet? Well, I don't think so. F-15 isn't high stealth. Yeah, and there's a difference between supremacy and superiority. Yeah, I mean, like, somebody here...
like, I can't stand these motherfuckers that get in the comments, and they're like, oh, but veterans aren't for this. Oh, but Afghanistan, the people that went to Afghanistan, the people that were in Afghanistan knew where the terrorist organizations were coming from. They wanted to be there. They want to go back. Veterans want to go back. You know why? Because now we're hitting the heart of the terrorism. A lot of people loved being in Afghanistan. I don't understand this. Like, a lot of people that were part of wars, like Asmongold's dad was that way. My uncle, not my uncle, but my I don't know what the fuck that's called. I don't know what family member that's called. My grandfather's brother, I think that's an uncle, loved being in the Navy. Like, my grandfather loved being in the military too. He talked about his medals all the fucking time. He had his shit like in a he had it in like a glass case. He loved talking about his dude. You would bring up his military service, and he would take your ass home with him and show you his medals. He would talk about those medals for hours. Like,
can probably find some sort of way to shoot a fucking 737 if they really wanted to.
And W veterans, by the way, y'all are complete badasses for what y'all did serving this country. Like, a term of service to me should be rewarded with a free house. Your children shouldn't have to worry about getting shouldn't have to worry about paying for college. You should be able to collect a fat paycheck, not a disability paycheck. If you're disabled, then sure. But you shouldn't have to worry about trying to get disability to get a paycheck. You should be able to just get a paycheck. You shouldn't have to worry about getting food. You shouldn't have to worry about your fucking insurance. Or not insurance, but like healthcare. Like, you should get like insane tax reductions on cars, or like hell, even as far as making it to where if you serve in the military, you can have like a military attachment to your score, your credit score, so that way it shows like a service, you know. And they're like, businesses are required to give you a discount if you get like a new car or something. Like what the fuck? Like, well, why isn't that just an automatic?
Mean that they're, controlling the U.S. skies either. I think the reality
there's nothing more demoralizing as a service member whenever you're put in charge of $1 million worth of equipment and you come back to America and you're struggling just to fucking work at McDonald's or some stupid shit like that. It's fucking disgusting. It's demoralizing. It's fucking disrespectful. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this can happen. It definitely can
it's
happen.
Just brain dead, man.
And Kuwait's deadlier than Iran? No? Well, I think that they weren't really prepared for it. I think that's the reason. Let me go to the next one. Let's listen to it.
We have breaking news. Let's go straight to Jennifer.
So there are 2 people in the jet.
Kaylee, we can confirm with well-placed sources that one of the crew members of the F-16E warplane that went down over Iran has been rescued and is safe at this moment in time. We have been reluctant to report until now about this rescued crew member of the F-15 because of the sensitivity of the search and rescue operation, but we can report that one has been rescued and is getting medical attention as we speak. We don't know if it was a male or a female pilot. As we've reported in the past, there are both men and women flying these F-15Es, but that is the latest and very good news, of course, that at least one of the 2 crew members did survive.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. I mean, like, I saw there was another thing about this. Let me see if I can pull it up. And annoying parties liberals will use this to argue against the war after saying that they want our soldiers to die. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously that's what those people do. I mean, like, again...
I do something better than that. I pull these people up, I make fun of them, and then I permaban them. Because a lot of these people have the same arguments. Now, there's a few original thinkers in there, but a lot of these people that are just stupid, they all say the same dumb shit.
You can't look at those people and be like, oh, okay, this is who you should listen to. I mean, obviously not. And, I guess, yeah, we'll look at this right here. This is another video for it.
Also told a statement from CENTCOM is expected shortly. We want to bring in the chief national security correspondent, Jennifer Griffin, with more on this. Jen, what are you hearing?
Well, Trace, we had some details of this alleged down F-15E fighter jet that went down in southwest Iran. It's in the province that is actually closest to Karg Island, which we've been hearing so much about.
The plane went down here. He's got his mouse over it. I saw kind of the location. It was here. So it's kind of a tight spot right here. I'm not going to lie. Because you've got the water... And then you've also got, and here's the crazy part is here is the Strait of Hormuz. So this area is still a pretty big war zone. So these people, like the pilot, is kind of in a bad spot. I'm not going to lie. You've got the water here. If you go here, you're going to run into most likely some baddies. And I don't know here. I don't know. I have no idea. But they are definitely in a shit spot.
Withheld reporting on this until now because there was an active sign showing that the actual pilot seat from the F-15 was seen on the ground, suggesting that at least one of the pilots had ejected, and the pilot was not present at that site where the photo was taken. So that suggests that one may have survived at least. There are 2 pilots in an F-15E. And they would have been flying. We see also some open source.
You say fuck that bad? I mean, honestly, I mean, you know, I think it's unrealistic to expect that you're not going to have any of your stuff get shot down at all. Like,
and that's the thing that I was saying at the beginning is like, it's been a month, guys. You realize how many targets we've blown up in Iran? Like, whatever I got someone in chat said it yesterday about the F-15, I was like, well, I mean, it sucks, but, I mean, for fuck's sake, we've been bombing the shit out of these people for a month now. It's not like it's not going to happen. It was bound to happen eventually.
I think a lot of people feel this way, is that it's been shocking so far that there's been such little blowback. Like, yeah, they're able to blow up, like, empty bases that we have in the area, of course, right? I mean, who gives a shit? But, like, the fact that, like, they're able to do anything like this, like, I would expect this to be way more. I would.
Yeah, exactly, like...
It's a war, hello? Yeah, I mean, I'm just being honest. So, keep the oil, anyone?
God damn.
What does that even mean?
video showing that there were 2 search and rescue helicopters that were being refueled midair in daylight. That would suggest, again, an urgency to that search and rescue mission because it would be rare to conduct a search and rescue mission with low-flying helicopters over an area that is possibly contested. Given that this happened during the daylight hours, it shows an urgency and a suggestion that the pilots may have survived. Trace?
I know you've worked in that area a very long time, Jennifer. I'm wondering,
By the way, if you're new here, sub to the channel. We're every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30. So, and hit like on the stream. By the way, every little like helps, guys.
Some of this information coming through about this search, about letting the people of Iran know that this a pilot, some pilots might be out there. What do we know about Iranian television? How credible is it?
It's not credible at all. I immediately had a bunch of people yesterday being like, "Oh, you got to check out all these Iranian TV." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not doing that." If they can't even be honest about what's going on in the waters, about how many ships have sank of theirs, and they're sitting there posting AI videos of the B-2 bomber being fucking hauled around in the interstate, and they've got a couple pictures of fucking, like the Discovery from Star Trek. They've got fucking pictures of them blowing up the USS Abraham Lincoln like 7 times. I don't give a fuck what these people say. They're crazy. They have no idea what they're talking about.
Concern is that people are being told to do certain things inside the country?
Well, Iranian media, as you know, Trace, is state-controlled. It is a propaganda network that would have an interest, and we have seen over the last 32 days or so that they have put out multiple times that they had shot down F-35 fighter jets.
I mean, if the Iranian media...
They really wish that they had shot... That was the funniest thing, because yesterday, based on all the information that I was seeing, they didn't even know if it was an F-15 or an F-35, but Iran... Man, they were confident they shot down an F-35.
They want right now is they want to be able to get that pilot
funny,
so they can parade him around as if it's like a power move over the United States. That's probably like if I was the Iranian government, that's what I would do. And on top of that, that's what they already did. Remember whenever they captured those guys, like whenever Obama was president, and then Obama gave them a bunch of money, it seemed like it was probably like a ransom. So I think that's probably what they'll try to do again.
Had not been true. That is why it was so important for us to get independent confirmation that this F-15 had in fact gone down. So some of the details that the Iranians are putting out may in fact be propaganda for their purposes. But what we can say at this point is the President of the United States has been briefed on this F-15 going.
The hell does that even mean? I've read that comment 3 times. I don't even know what this means. I don't know what this means. What on world you're not strong and you bleed? But you said the F-35 AR invisible. That myth? It's down now. Man, this will have consequences for a long time. I mean, what that means on world you're not strong and you bleed. I mean, if it takes 25,000 targets to get blown up and the entire regime to be force changed 3 times because everyone's fucking dead, and you manage to knock 1 plane out of the sky, I mean, yeah, man, whatever you gotta do to keep coping. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, I admire your patriotism for your country. I do. I don't know how that's gonna help you, but hey, I gotta give respect where respect's due.
Down, and that CENTCOM is expected to put out a statement. So we feel comfortable in reporting the fact that that the F-15 did go down. But in terms of the reliability of Iranian state television, it is.
I wouldn't trust anything they say. I mean, really, I wouldn't, because like if they had proof of it, they wouldn't be using AI videos and videos from like 2020. Like they would be posting so many images of this, they'd be plastering this everywhere on the internet. So to the extent that they were shooting down F-35s or anything else, Iran,
and it wasn't even an F-35, it was an F-15. That's not even our most advanced plane. It's not even an F-35, bro. It's the older model. Man. Whew. Y'all cooked over there. That's all I can say, man. Y'all cooked. Oh, well, we shot down one of your most advanced planes. Well, okay, so you can shoot down the plane that was like 2 models ago, I guess. Well, congratulations. Here's 30 more bombs.
And I'm going to look at that later.
The war effort at this point, Tracy.
Yeah, let's bring in Benjamin Hall to the conversation here because we still don't know how the F-15 went down. We don't know if this was mechanical. We don't know if this was shot down. A lot of things very much unconfirmed right now,
Well, I mean, there could be like 3 or 4 different... I mean, I don't know how something like this happens. Who knows? Like, I mean, and also, like, it could just be pilot error. I mean, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? And also, like, what are the odds that somebody in Iran is a good shot and is able to knock one of these things down? Like at least one of them out of like thousands of these things that have been happening, they pop one off. Like, I don't think that's that shocking. I mean, is that really surprising?
Well, you have to realize that with everybody saying that we had air superiority, I'm sure the pilots up there were, you know, to an extent relaxing, which is a terrible thing to be doing whenever you're in the middle of combat. It happens. I'm sorry, but for how many planes we've flown over Iran, the fact that they haven't shot one down yet it's kind of sad, honestly. I'm sorry. Like, I don't wish the death of United States forces at all, but they keep talking a big game, and I guess one guy got lucky with a certain with a type of missile or maybe an RPG and managed to. I don't think you're going to hit a plane like that with an RPG. There's no fucking way. It had to have been some kind of new missile system that they got. So it's like, can you really like? So you managed to down a plane, and there is one person in that plane that is still missing out of the 2.1 million other armed forces knocking at your back door. Congratulations for nothing. You've effectively done nothing. You've done nothing. Like, you do realize that, right? You've done nothing. There's nothing.
That's right. And
there's nothing there of sustenance.
Like this nowadays, we are actually watching online and we're looking at some of the videos that are coming out. And you have to be really careful, of course, about Iranian state TV. But there have been images coming up with the
That's right.
to see
We don't negotiate with terrorists, and I think Trump is fucking stupid for trying.
On the ground, so it's clear that appears to have been fired and discharged, and no pilot near it. But look, from the beginning of the conflict, we have to remember that the U.S. moved quite carefully over Iran with its airplanes, and it began with sort of the B-2s and some of the higher flying planes as they knocked out and tried to get air supremacy. And there was a feeling that air supremacy had been gained at that point, and so it'll be really interesting to see how this plane was shot down. Now, Iranian state TV, and again, their state TV, must never take anything 100% from them, but they also put out a request.
And that is true. If they manage to capture this pilot and they start parading the body around like what they did with Black Hawk Down, if you think the hell is just... I don't think y'all are ready for Americans to be willing to go. Like it'd be like 9/11 all over again. It would. Like that's almost exactly what it would be like. The last thing that the Iran government, and I think they know that, would want to do is parade that soldier around. Because if they do that, they are literally opening up Pandora's box. Because you will have even more people joining up. You will have even more veterans re-signing. You will have even more people that want to go over there. That is the last thing that they would want to do.
Found these pilots, they would offer a reward of $60,000. That's 10 million local currency.
That's it?
Which is something that we haven't seen them say before, even though they have claimed that they've shot down planes before. And so there is a feeling that perhaps they are actively looking for pilots as well. And of course, this is a fear that so many people would have. If those pilots were taken, it changes this conflict in many, many ways. Now, we do not know at this point what has happened to the pilots, and we're watching very closely. But certainly, we know that the U.S. has been out there doing search and rescue as well. We've seen the helicopters in that.
No. We can't end the entire war because of one pilot. I'm sorry. If they capture him and he's on TV and they're saying stupid shit, I'm sorry. Like, we've had hundreds of thousands of POWs in other countries. To this day, we still do. I'm sorry. I am. That is the cost of war. They should go even harder on these people. You have our soldier. Well, now we're going to start bombing infrastructure. We're going to take out your water filtration. We're going to take out your electricity. We're going to start bombing your capital till it's dust. Like, that's what the next line of targeting should be. Take the Strait of Hormuz, completely boots on the ground that island and take that island. Nuke the surrounding area, like nuke it. If they keep sending drones, nuke it more. If they keep sending drones, keep doing it until you nuke your way all the way down to wherever the fuck they're dug in at. Turn the area into glass.
A part of southern Iran.
Like, completely destroy these people.
And so, look, we know that there's a search and rescue operation underway.
Go harder.
We know that the plane did come down. We know that the President Trump has been briefed, and we're waiting to find out more at the moment, Trace.
Benjamin, stand by if you would.
Seems
Let's bring
pretty
in
accurate.
Lieutenant Colonel Darren Gobb, retired Black Hawk helicopter pilot, is also a battalion.
What do you think is going to happen if America pulls out? If America leaves Iran right now, and Iran keeps launching ICBMs into the heart of Israel, Israel's going to nuke them. You can get mad all you want. I'm telling you that there is a 50-50 shot that we will be seeing another nuke drop in our lifetime. Because if you think that Israel is going to allow these people to continue launching ICBMs into their cities, you're crazy. Israel has already shown that they want to bomb the oil refinement facilities. They've done it twice now against what Trump wanted. Like, it's gonna happen. If it's not gonna come from us, well, like not the nuke thing, but if we don't bomb these people into submission and we leave, there's a high probability that Israel will be bombing civilian targets, even nuking them into submission. Like this, there's not a day that goes by I still don't think that. There's a 50-50 chance this will happen if America leaves.
Colonel, you look at the plane and what Benjamin is talking about there, and there's some pictures of the ejection seat on the ground. There's no pilot near it. It's kind of a good news, bad news
Yes,
scenario.
I did say that. The missing pilot did make contact with, I don't know if it was like the Air Force or military people. They have made contact, and that happened yesterday, not long after the downing of the plane. That they're still alive. We weren't told any details behind it. We don't know anything yet.
The pilot appears to have survived the.
I mean, 9/11 also is another good example where a lot of people were not particularly this fighter. May have landed in two of the places, I guess, in Iran. I don't know how to say those words.
And here we have how long you been here? A year. You've been here for a year? I don't give a fuck about Israel either. I'm telling you what's probably going to happen if America leaves the war. Why don't you just get banned out of the comments, third worlder? Coming into comments and claiming that you're you're an American, and then saying I should enlist. You know how many third worlders I've banned out of my comments that have said the same thing? They give the game away. You give the game away when you do this, by the way. You give the game away every time when you do this. Every time.
All tribes people and villages are...
It's funny to me that You think that I'm just talking? How many of these people that have come into my comments over the past 2 weeks that have said enlist that couldn't even structure a sentence properly? Because they didn't know English. Fucking third worlders. Propaganda pushers. Stick around. If y'all new here, sub to the channel. Come here every day. You'll see it every fucking day. They did it so much, now they've backed down on it. Because they wouldn't know how to structure a fucking sentence. And then they immediately say enlist. And then they're like, well, in my country, you dumbass. What, now that you're coming into my comments and saying, I'm American, you should enlist? That's gonna change? Dude, anyone can lie. Come on. Come on.
Requested to cooperate.
It's not necessarily what you're saying. It's how you're structuring your sentences. It's what you're doing. It's what you're saying. Even if you're like, well, I'm an American and you should enlist. It's like, no, you're not. You're not an American, man. Come on. If you were, you would know that what you're saying is just stupid. Oh, well, you should be on the front line. They've only sent over like 5,000 people. The likelihood that I would enlist, get through boot camp, and even if this war was even still going on by then, the likelihood of being boots on the ground in Iran is so fucking slim, it's not even funny.
With the military and law enforcement.
That's how I know you a third worlder. You sitting there saying stupid shit you know nothing about. You don't know American culture. You're making assumptions.
I believe, let me check here, 9:15 p.m. In that area.
2 rescue helicopters
Iran.
also got fired out?
Pitch black.
Well, I mean, obviously they're going to fire at the helicopters. I mean, like, if you shoot one of their guys down, isn't that like, I mean, think about like you're Iran. You somehow, a plane goes down. Maybe you shot it down, maybe you didn't. Let's assume you shot the plane down. This is your big chance to capitalize.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were going to say, all hands on deck, bring the RPGs, get the fucking lawnmowers, fly them up there, and do as much as you can, right?
Exactly.
It's big day, big day.
Exactly.
We got...
And that's what they're doing right now. I mean, that's why you saw a bunch of the IRGC members using like handguns to shoot at helicopters, because like now's their...
And so
it's kind of funny that these people have been bombed to the fucking Stone Age so much that they're using handguns to shoot at Blackhawks. That shit's funny to me. I'm sorry, like, you can talk a big game, but whenever you're standing out in the middle of the desert shooting a fucking handgun at a Blackhawk, you've lost. Like, I'm sorry, dude. It's over for you. it's basically over. I mean, come on. Yeah, look, here it is right here. We went past it.
Shit.
Yo, about fast.
If we rescue...
That shit's so intimidating. Just imagine you're doing your own thing and you see that big fucking armored tank flying around in your city, bro. That shit's terrifying.
I mean, the only thing got certain they haven't explained. That's what I really...
Here you go. This is in Iran. Look at that big bastard. Bro, that shit could level a city. The guns on that motherfucker, dude, oh my god, could take out a tank battalion.
They've FTD's word in near Strait of Hormuz.
You see one of those big bastards flying around? Man, ain't no cover you gonna get too fast enough, I tell you that.
On the surface to surface, a slingshot to a rocket is also that? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand this, right? It's hard to know. Here's a video of Iran police firing at the helicopters. Okay, let me pull this up and see it. So
like, just from that distance, dude, that's enough to like fucking level that town.
Okay, let me pull this up and see it.
That's some scary shit.
So there's one more of these to look at.
Holy shit.
Shit.
Yo,
I'll be saying the same thing, bro. What you gonna do, hide in your little shit shack? Man, them bullets would eat through that like it was nothing.
Yeah, bro. I feel...
Shit.
Yeah. And I said, man pads, yeah, bomb them? Well, you shouldn't bomb them. I mean, I would wait to see what's actually happening, right? I mean, nobody knows.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, I'm sorry, but when you got Blackhawks helicopters just flying around in your cities, in your towns, in your country, and you got the IRGC, or what you would consider the police, shooting at them with small arms fire and handguns, bro, you're cooked. Like,
Iranian
you're just
police
done.
Firing small arms at a pair of USF searching for the down. Oh, this is them shooting at them. Is that it? Bang, bang, bang.
Yo, it's low-key just like what I was saying with the Avatar film. There's people over here with bows and arrows, and we got motherfucking spaceships.
Oh, fuck you. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Good job, guys. Small arms can't reach. Oh, there's another one. Shoot at him again. I wonder if it really does any damage to those airplanes. I mean, I would assume not, right? Yep. Probably not, right? It could. I mean, I would say theoretically, like, what if you hit, like, exactly the rotary system? Like, you must be able to do something.
Bro, that's like a level 1 trying to shoot at, like, a level 30. If that was Elden Ring, bro, would be cooked.
Like, I don't know. I'm not sure it's confirmed that Iran shot it down. I can't be 100% sure. I mean, the expectation is that Iran
God damn, bro. Woo,
shot it
these
down.
people cooked, man.
Like, I would say, I mean, definitely it's a high
You know, like, what better time to show your military force after an F-15 gets taken down than to immediately load up all the guns, all the flying lawnmowers, apparently all the small arms fire, and, like, take out as many targets as you can? Oh, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened?
Down an F-15. I did see this. The missing F-15 jet pilot, don't worry, we'll find him.
Strike hit very close to our building, and I don't know how.
Let's see. Do we have anything from Fox?
Iranian officials placing a bounty on the head of the second U.S. crew member lost after an F-15E fighter jet was downed over enemy territory. Search and rescue teams working through the night, but the clock is ticking. And with every passing hour, this search becomes more consequential. President Trump stopping short of saying how the U.S. will respond if our airman is captured by Iran. Retired Air Force Brigadier General John Tykert is a former...
Bro, it's going to be just like when they got Maduro. Ain't gonna be a shit shack over there that they're not gonna fucking find and blow wide open to get that man. I promise you.
F-15E combat pilot. He joins us now.
It's gonna be just like that scene in Battleship where they get the alien. He's knocked out and he's inside of the ship, and then like the aliens blow open the hull of it and incapacitate everybody, and they just walk up out of there like they own that bitch. It's gonna be just like that.
For being here, I want to get in I want to talk to you a little bit about
just like that.
F-15E. It's the workhorse of the Air Force. But first, let's address, with every passing hour, this gets more difficult. What can you tell us?
Griff, the first thing that aircrew member would have done when they hit the ground is to assess how they're doing. They would have gathered up their supplies and they would have gotten away from their landing site so that they could find a place to hunker down and hide as they communicate to our rescue forces. And while there is a little bit of concern about the duration of time since they got shot down, I actually think it's net favorable because they're falling back on their training. They've found a good place that clearly has
Bye. Talk about white America.
Has indicated they haven't been captured by the adversary. And now the forces are just trying to find the right time and the right way based on the terrain and the disposition of enemy forces to rescue our downed crew member.
That's a great point, and we can show you a map of where we believe that F-15E went down in the Khuzestan region, but of course that Zagros...
Americans are complete badasses when it comes to their military operations. I mean, that's the whole reason why NATO should be terrified if America leaves NATO, because they're already dragging their feet with this. Just imagine if NATO actually needs help and America's not part of NATO. Like, you don't understand, like, America's putting more money into NATO than any other country, and then America's got the biggest military to offer to NATO than any other country, and the most technologically advanced military as well. You really want to throw it all away because you don't want to drag your ass down here and secure the Strait of Hormuz. Are you really willing to throw that away?
Mountain range, very difficult terrain to navigate, but because of the pilots...
There's not going to be a shithole in that entire country that the American government won't find and crack it open like a fucking beer can and get that person out of there, I promise you.
SEER training,
if they do capture this person and they're not killed immediately, I can almost guarantee you they're going to get this pilot back.
Invasion tactics he's learned hopefully has gotten him to a place where he can wait for the CSAR teams to go in there. But I want to ask you about the fact that this F-15E was shot down. And then, of course, in a separate incident, that A-10 Warthog down.
So they going to get him right now. I guess they figured out where he was. Did I hear that right?
Down in the Khuzestan.
Been captured by the adversary, and now the forces are just trying to find the right time and the right way based on the terrain.
So they know where he's at. They know where he's at. Okay.
Position of enemy forces to rescue our downed crew member.
That's a great point, and we can show you a map of where we believe that F-15E went down in the Khuzestan region, but of course that Zagros mountain range, very difficult terrain to navigate, but because of the pilots' SEER training, the survival and evasion tactics he's learned, hopefully has gotten him to a place where he can wait for the CSAR teams to go in.
I'm spot on because I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. A lot of people are a lot smarter than they think they are. If you see a situation and you tell yourself, I bet that's going to do that and that's going to do that, and then it starts doing it, it's probably because you just know more than what you're leading on. I mean, like, a lot of people have really high common sense or really intelligent. They just have never been in a situation in which to exercise it. The more you use a skill, the better at it you will be.
There, but I want to ask you about the fact that this F-15E was shot down. And then, of course, in a separate incident, that A-10 Warthog down near the Strait of Hormuz. Does that challenge the Pentagon's claims that we have this air superiority?
Griff, I think it's important to realize that
they shot down an F-15, an F-15E. But, I mean, they already know where the pilot is, so they're gonna do what they can to get him. I think that's what this guy is saying. From what I heard, that's what it sounds like. They're waiting for the time and I guess the place to go in and get him.
Extremely complex and difficult look easy. And in the last 5 weeks, it has not been an
But I mean, like, given that it's been a month, they're doing a damn good job over there. Every person that's fighting in this war in Iran right now is doing a damn good job. They are doing a phenomenal job.
Permissive environment. It is a determined adversary with extremely high quality threat systems. And I just think it's been a testimony that this is a very difficult mission and you never have complete air supremacy. And I actually think it highlights the fact that our forces are so amazing that it took 5 weeks before we saw.
If NATO was not there, honestly, bro, can't even, stop it! Stop it! Okay. If NATO was not there, honestly, Russia will be not, whatever the fuck that means. one, I would assuming he's saying number one in world, you know that, do you understand that if NATO was not with USA, you will not be nothing? Do you know that World War I and World War II went on for a while? But it's weird how whenever America stepped in, the war ended. Weird, ain't it? It's odd how that seems to keep being the reoccurring factor. America is NATO. If America leaves, and you want to talk about Russia's cooked. Russia's losing ground to the Ukraine. That's why they haven't helped out Iran. You know how many civilizations have gone under because they decided to send military and spread it too thin? That's why they're not doing anything, because they know damn good and well that there's no fucking way they can do that right now when they're combating the Ukraine. There's no way. And they're losing ground to the Ukraine. That's the crazy part. The Ukrainian war has shown how weak Vladimir's control is even over his own army. The only reason why America hasn't stepped in with Russia is because they have nukes. What do you think is going to happen if this schizo civilization that's over here bombing all of its allies the second they get hit by a missile is going to do? They're going to start bombing. They're going to start nuking people all over the world. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think we're being as hard on these people as we should be. We need to leave NATO permanently. We need to make a new organization where people pay us to help out with their conflicts. Since we've been paying the most into NATO and we've got the biggest military, we need to leave it and make up our own organization where the other countries can pay us to be part of it. Why the fuck we paying them a goddamn dime? We got the biggest military. We the ones that stepped in and ended World War I and World War II. What you mean? What the fuck we doing? We should be out of fucking NATO. NATO's a joke. That's right. They thought they were going to walk into Ukraine and take it, and they fucked up big. They are finding out right now that people are willing to die for their freedom. Exactly. Fuck NATO. NATO has done nothing but fuck us over constantly. Even now, with the allies that aren't willing to step in and secure the Strait. They aren't willing to step in and secure the Strait of Hormuz for their own oil. These people aren't willing to step in to make sure that the gas pumps for their own people aren't fucking $9 a gallon. You know you can't expect these fuckers to step in and help during anything. Why are we part of NATO? They're useless. They're dragging their feet.
Saw a situation like this.
It's been 24 hours, General
hell with
Tucker,
NATO.
since this happened, and the Pentagon...
You know who was giving us support? Japan. And you know how we won against them? We dropped 2 of the biggest bombs. And they say that these radicals, you can't make these radicals understand. You talk about the same group of people that would kamikaze pilot into naval ships to blow them up. You talk about the same people that would dislodge grenades and have them in their hand and run at American soldiers. They would do themselves in when they started losing ground on the battlefield. And you know what we did? We dropped 2 bombs. And what did they do? They submitted. And now they're one of our greatest allies. Don't tell me it can't be done. It's been done before. History has proven you wrong. Maybe you should get away from the comic books and start reading American history.
Has been silent.
By the way, we're here every day, even tomorrow, even though it's Easter. Every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Every day. Central Time, by the way, because I'm in Texas. Every day.
Has been tight-lipped. What do you make of that?
Griff, I'm so happy to hear both the administration and the Pentagon and U.S. Central Command being so concerned about operational security. The only way this downed crew member is going to be recovered safely and the combat search and rescue forces are going to be safe in accomplishing their mission is if they fall back on their extensive training and there is exquisite operational security. We're seeing that out of all entities, and I'm happy to see it.
In just in the last 10 or 15 seconds,
Same here, Houston, man. It should say that on the stream. I'm in Houston. W Houston. I am a cold-blooded patriot. If we gotta nuke a race of people to make sure America stays supreme, it wouldn't be beyond me. Like, I'm sorry, but if you've got a bunch of people over there that are capturing soldiers, killing soldiers, that have been doing it for 47 years, they kill 45,000 of their own people, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to ride the missile into hell. It's time to go. Time to go bye-bye.
These F-15Es play a critical role.
They do. They are multifunctional. They have air-to-air capability. They're very...
W people from all over the world, too. I look forward to watching Rupert Lowe restore Britain. Japan is already doing that with their country, with that new lady that just got elected overwhelmingly on her immigration policies. We are seeing a massive shift in the atmosphere around the world. So don't think that it's just America. I see you people that are in y'all's foreign countries that are dealing with the same bullshit we were, and we still are. I see you. I understand. We all know what's going on, but they're going to try and censor you and tell you that you're crazy. It's okay. That's why the silent majority keeps winning.
Flexible in the type of targets that they can strike.
Keep being aggressive. It's working in our favor.
F-15E Strike Eagle combat pilot, but those crews are incredible.
Your days of colonizing Western countries are coming to an end, and it doesn't matter how many times you cry in an internet chat. Okay? W10! W10! By the way, if y'all donate, I always... I keep pressing the wrong mouse. I always pull it up, try to show it the love it deserves. W $10, by the way. W $10. Oh, wait, stop, come back here. It's always broken for me. Always broken. W10. We also have a channel membership. Oh, we have a channel membership as well. Please, you don't have to get the channel membership, but you get those exclusive emotes. I do all the editing for the channel myself. So on the weekends, I have videos that go up that happened earlier in the week. But throughout the week, I usually cut up the streams and upload individual videos. And don't worry if you miss a stream. The streams are always up. The streams are always up. They're always there. Unless they get a community guideline strike, which, from what I can tell, they can't seem to do right. It'll always be up every time. So, and we're here every day, 8 a.m. to 10 Central Time. 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. So please show up, like the stream. Just, keep commenting. Y'all are going crazy. W viewers, by the way. Thank all of y'all for being here.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe.
What a fucking schizo. Hold on. No. Oh, bro. Dude, I'm totally going to find that video and react to it on next Friday. Now that I got permission from Chris Hansen to react to his videos, I'm going to find that video. I'm going to do it. What the fuck is this?
So you gotta put these teachers in jail for child grooming.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, no, fuck this. You see, I'm all for like the trans rights, but the minute you start putting that bullshit on kids, motherfucker, we got a problem. If I had a child and I got told by my child that she had to undress in front of a boy today because of some kind of gender bullshit, motherfucker, you ain't got to worry about a lawsuit. That's all I got to say. Someone's ass is about to be chewed out at a level not yet seen by humanity.
I mean, they're going around telling their kids you don't have a gender?
Oh!
Look down. You're wrong. Like, it's so stupid. Like, what are we doing here?
Have a good time here. Hi, I'm Jinx. I go by they pronouns, and I am the vice president of GSA, and I am Cal's father.
Hi, my name is B.
Jinx?
Pronouns they, them.
and I'm GSA secretary. One little fact about myself.
There ain't no reason. There is no fucking reason. Not a single reason. At a middle school should be pushing any of this. You can't even talk about sex in schools. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? You have to be kidding me with this. What are we doing, guys? How the fuck has this been allowed?
Yeah, what about you?
That I like public speaking.
Wow.
Hello, my name.
Are these the
my
teachers?
God. Oh my fucking God.
Yo, how come it is that whenever you take a picture of a teacher holding a beverage and the principal finds out, you can get fired for that? But you see something like this, they're making a video about how deranged, bro.
Well, there it is. Holy shit.
And you wonder why these fucking teachers are marching out these fucking kids in the middle of the street during their fucking stupid ass protests. This is why.
This
is crazy.
Well, the thing is that, I mean, again, the more you allow people, like, oh my God, bro, like, you gotta do something about the mass psychosis. I don't even think this is mass psychosis. I think it is just as simple as, I mean, middle schoolers. I mean, you're basically, I mean, you're going in there for the execute whenever the boss is at like 1%.
Oh, these kids are being spawn camped. Like, let's be honest here. They're trying to get a feel for the world, and they can't even learn how to read because you got your teacher up in there doing this stupid shit. Bro, like, what are we doing? Oh, fuck? You trying to tell a kid that hasn't even been through puberty yet what they are? This is crazy.
HP. Like, telling middle school...
You do realize that by doing this, you are radicalizing an entire generation to hate this. I hope that you're ready for the repercussions of this, because the brainwashing... Like, how many of y'all are religious and every Saturday or every Sunday... y'all went with y'all's family because you were forced to go to church? Y'all believe in God, but y'all hate going to church. How many of y'all like that? It's going to be the same thing.
That they don't understand their sexuality should be fucking illegal. Like, they barely, even
They're
if
not, yeah, no, if you tell a child that they don't understand their sexuality, like, it's a child. They don't need to be worried about their sexuality, bro. Like, what you talking about? How the fuck you gonna try and push puberty blockers to a fucking 12-year-old? They haven't even been through puberty yet.
They do understand that they won't believe you. So, like, it's the easiest thing to do, right? I mean, god damn, you're spawn camping them, exactly. And so you're grooming them. Like, you've got they're adults that are doing this. It's insane how this is happening. It's a hidden maps that are trying to sexualize children and groom them. I think that if you made a Venn diagram between the people that want to introduce this type of gender ideology to children and people that are pedophiles.
Like the school protests were crazy. There was a mom that I had watched here on the stream where the teacher had marched out this like special ed class, and the one of the kids called his mom because the group had left this special ed child behind and said, he didn't know what was going on. Can you come get me, Mom? Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck no. Absolutely not.
And you did another
I get a phone call like that. Oh, my God. It's going to take 5 people to hold my ass down because someone's getting an ass beaten.
Of the general population and pedophiles. I think the people with the gender ideology and pedophiles, those two circles, they'd be closer together.
My name is Asher Rohan, depending on where you know me from.
Asher Rohan? What, from Lord of the Rings?
And not like left behind in the classroom, out on the street. This child was on the street. He had gotten like separated from the class, and they were walking around on the street.
Fact about me is that I'm an artist. I like to draw.
Yeah, what, furries?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm Socks. I'm the 8th grade representative of the GSA.
Oh my God.
She/they pronouns, and One interesting fact about me is that I was one of 3 cuttable characters in the play.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is...
Can you believe that? He's a theater kid.
I support Ice altogether. I love Ice. Ice needs to be more aggressive. I think someone in the other big comments doesn't understand. I want them to fuck ICE. I want them to mobilize the military and the National Guard, and I want them to do a shelter in place, and I want them to go through every single fucking domain, every house. I want them to get every illegal and every criminal and deport the illegals and put the criminals in jail. You got a CVS receipt long fucking criminal record? Man, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. I would turn this bitch into a paradise.
Never kissed.
Clover.
That's what I think.
Uh-huh.
My pronouns change often, but if you don't know, just say they, them.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna use retard.
Oh, I'm the 6th grade representative, and fact about me is I love manga.
The president did not want to be in this video, but their name is Cal, and they have.
Oh my God! Isn't it outrageous? It's so. He's stuck in his last role now. Yeah, I guess so.
You notice how they're all wearing face masks? Have you noticed that every single one of these people, they're all wearing face masks? Yeah, every single one of them. Why would you be wearing face masks? Man, if you're going to push this propaganda, I guess we're just going to have to ban face masks, aren't we? You know, if I apply the logic that you try to use for these federal agents, technically it's illegal now, isn't it?
Computers? I mean, maybe some of them.
Right? Are you scared of being doxxed and harassed and fired from your job? Oh, damn. That's crazy. Huh. Sounds oddly familiar.
It's again, I think it is the unsupervised, uninhibited interactions that are sexually charged with adults. I mean, I don't see how any reasonable good person can think that it's a good idea that you have a bunch of random teachers that are going around telling your kids they don't know what gender they are. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
I would pull my kid out of that.
18. You know, you're an adult, right? You can vote. You can sign up to be in the military.
Yeah, if you're 18 and you want to go get your ding-a-ling chopped off, that's your business, man. Great on you. But you ain't gonna do that to a kid. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Gun. Like, you can decide what gender you are at that point, right? You want to go through trans surgery and do that and, you know, go through all this crazy shit? Go ahead. Like, who gives a fuck, right? I don't care. But the problem is whenever you're doing it and you're 12. That is the issue. And the problem with that is that they learned all this vocabulary from an adult.
Yeah, they did. That's what the issue is that the kids are like, they're like parrots, okay? I mean, let's be honest here. They're gonna, like, I've been a child, everyone's been a child, like, you're gonna hear something, right? And you're gonna say it in front of your friends, and then you're gonna accidentally have that one friend that doesn't know how to fucking talk, and then they're gonna blurt it out in front of a parent, and then the whole group is in trouble, right? Because it's obvious that the child learned it from somewhere, and as much as you want to slap that person and be like, what the hell? You can't, because he's your friend, and, well, let's just say it's personal experience. They heard it from somebody. That's where I'm going with this. Now, I know that, you know, public school being public school, they're going to hear a lot worse things than they're ever going to see in a movie. But at the same time, when it's coming from an adult, that has a major impact. That has a massive impact on development. Because you're telling your child to go to school and learn everything, be good at school, get all A's, make sure you're good to the teacher. But at the same time, you've got a teacher that's trying to push this down their throat. There's a problem. There's a massive problem.
Spawned in? You think this just happened on its own? That they just all came up with these ideologies and these perceptions on their own? No. These are people, like, if these people didn't have internet
thanks
access...
to the Silver Star, W. Oh,
they
I
still
got 2
be
silver
this way?
stars, W.
The answer, in my opinion, is obviously a no. So if you have internet access that is enabling these girls and boys to have this like fucking myopic, deranged view on their own sexuality, I think you've got a pretty big problem. No public funding, though? Yeah, go ahead. Don't expect me to pay for it? Well, yeah, obviously. Like, I mean, yeah, let's... Do I think that we should pay for cancer treatment or trans surgeries? Do you want to cut a cancer off or do you want to cut a dick off? Ah, geez, guys, it's a really hard decision. And so, yeah, I think everybody's on the same page.
Our version of reality is better. Hold on, wait. I think this is a good. This. I have the hoodie on because my ears get hurt by my headphones, bro. Like, my ears hurt whenever I don't have the hoodie on. These headphones are ancient. They had the padding's cooked. It's cooked. Like, I have an actual reason to wear a headphone. Fucking hurts my ears. Admin making money, commenting, and Hoodie Boy making money, commenting on Asmin. Go figure. I'm sorry that I found something that works. Maybe instead of being in my comments, you can go off and make your own YouTube channel and slowly but surely bake your own audience like you're trying to do to mine. But unfortunate for you that, you know, instead of doing that, you're in my comments sounding like a dumbass. And you sitting here making fun of me. You're making fun of my looks, but you're not attacking my argument. Instead of making fun of me, why don't you attack my argument? What do you have with, what's the problem with my argument? My argument for the face masks was that they want to make it illegal for ICE agents to have face masks, yet they're so willing to do it for themselves. Yeah, there's a valid argument there. And if you don't get that, it's because you're too goddamn simple-minded to understand that. What's the matter? Am I putting wrinkles in your brain and you're fighting back? Are you mad, bro? You don't have an argument. Really? You know what I love about the internet? Is that whenever you say something that everybody else thinks and people start agreeing with you, they have to attack you. They have to belittle you. They have to say that you stink, that you don't shower, that you wear the same clothes every day, that, you know, you have to stand out in the middle of the street, throw rocks at federal agents. You have to dox them, vandalize their vehicles. You know what I get to do because I'm just speaking the truth? I get to sit my fat ass in this chair and do this 7 days a week and make fun of idiots like you. I don't have to call someone a liar for an argument. I can just attack the argument. I don't have to sit here and call people names, though it's fun. I could just attack their argument, and then the people that are watching will see how stupid you are. You sell the game. I'm just bringing you up front and center for the chopping block, that's all. And then you get the boot. Because we may live in a free country, but on this channel, it's a dictatorship. And I decide who lives and who dies.
Page with that. But I've seen this, and I think...
Thank you for making content for me. Oh, are you mad? Oh.
Like, again, how are we not going after these people? How are we not going after the students, and not the students, excuse me, these are kids, right? These kids are victims, really. I mean, they're victims of this. They're victims of grooming.
The rage bait. Oh, the rage bait. Now we see them. I see you. Oh, of course they do. That's all they have. That's all these people have. They don't have any logic and reasoning behind what they're doing. They're doing it because they are emotionally captured. They're crazy. It's a mental health crisis. They have to go out there and hurt people because nobody is listening to them. I'm sorry, but if you're having to make people scared to speak out against you, you've lost that argument. You have. You've lost. You have nothing. If you have to intimidate people, threaten people, beat people up, call them names, you are going to lose that every time. And you know why? Because people are scared of you. Even the people that agree with what you're saying, they're scared of you. They see what you're doing to people that are opposing you. They're scared of you. When you sit here and you harass and you dox and you try to hurt people, you may have the same lined up ideology, but you're not going to agree with the methods they're using. Not everyone's going to agree with that. Yeah, violence is not a debate. That's not a debate. That's terrorism. When you're trying to push your political goal through threat of force is a form of domestic terrorism. I don't have to push domestic terrorism to say what everyone's thinking. I've taken a simple concept and turned it into a reality. It's not even difficult. It's crazy. The people that don't understand this are just crazy. Seek help.
Teachers.
You don't have to live this way. You could be comfortable in your own body as long as you've got a pill in your stomach, you know?
We allow it. Yeah, we allow this to happen. We do. We allow this to happen. And I think that we should be absolutely militantly aggressive against this. We should. This is deranged. And if they brainwash a new crop of freaks like this to hate themselves, hate their gender, hate the world, hate society, I don't think that's a W for anybody. It just makes the world a worse place, and the doctor too. Oh,
and that's the thing is, like, just imagine if these people actually are running everything. Oh wait, it did. Like, no.
I am a very big
people couldn't talk up whenever they were developing games because they would lose their job or their livelihood. Like, we've seen what these people do. They're willing to do whatever it takes to maintain their power. Like, no, dude, no.
Of saying that as soon as you make a law against like the detransitioning minors, I think that we retroactively charge the doctors.
Yes. No, we should. We should absolutely do that. The minute that they make laws against this for minors, they should immediately take doctors that, because like, as a parent, if you go into, I don't have kids, by the way. I'm pulling all this out of my ass, which is makes it even better that I know more than some people. Well, I have been an EMT. I have been a firefighter. I went to college for that, but if I haven't had a kid, so I haven't had to deal with this. If you're a parent and you go to a doctor, a professional, an educated professional, you're expecting a non-biased opinion on what should be going on with their kid whenever their kid is having some problems, right? The last thing I want to hear out of a doctor's fucking mouth is that your child may end up harming themselves or doing themselves in, if you catch my drift, because they think that they're a boy trapped in a woman's body. I'm expecting a professional opinion, and you're telling me that, and you're putting this narrative on it that if I don't do this, they're going to harm themselves. You've lost the game. You've lost the sauce there. I'm sorry, but y'all need to go to jail. Fuck y'all. Y'all need to all be rounded up and put in work camp jails. That's what we need. This is crazy. When you sit there as a medical professional and you can't answer to the Supreme Court what the difference between a man and a woman is, you need to lose your license. Because at that point, you can't use your medical profession. You can't use the information that you went to college for. You are using your own ideology and you are becoming corrupt against your original purpose. You're supposed to be an educated doctor. That's what you're supposed to be. A doctor that people can go to and have a non-biased opinion on what's fucking their life up. And the first thing that comes out of your mouth is that? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think that we do that.
Zero tolerance to this.
We charge the parents as accessories. I think you go as far as you possibly can.
Yeah, scorched earth. 100%.
Why, I'm talking about scorched earth.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
People will say that it's unfair, and I'm going to say good.
It should be. It should be. It was predatory by nature. When you have a parent that is looking up to you for advice and you give them that advice, fuck you. Fuck everything about you. It's predatory, and it was unfair for them and that child that now has to walk through life with that. Fuck you.
Good. That's what you get. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Transitioning to minors, not detransitioning. Excuse me. Yes, transitioning. And do you think history will go back at this and look at that the same way they look at lobotomies? I think that the idea of a person being trans and thinking that they're another gender. So to the extent that, and we'll get big picture for a minute here, right? So if we ever...
These smooth-brained lefties are so emotional. You lose your credibility every time you say, hold on, time you say fuck y'all, time if you're doing a reaction, then let the fucking video play, dog. I've never disliked a YouTuber more than you. Well, then why are you here? Why are you here? Here, let me help you. They ain't got to worry about it, dumbass. Oh, fuck? Ain't nobody holding a gun to your head for you to be here? How are you that goddamn stupid you don't realize you could just click off the channel and hit don't recommend? What the fuck? What the fuck? And I'm the dumb one, bro? What you just said is like brain dead. Like, it's like the fucking, hey, come on.
Where the digital...
Hey, there's too many spood brains out and about today.
Expression of a human being is
don't think too hard, y'all might hurt yourselves, man. Damn.
Important to their identity than their physical expression, then I think being trans will become normalized and it will just become an everyday thing because some people will just simply want to be that way. It's the same as people play female characters in video games, right? I think that's, I mean, like, and this is a big picture conceptual.
Oh, are you mad? Roasting a kid on his comment for trying to... Things pass within a week. If it is still persistent, then go. Roasting a kid in his comments before trying... Are you like... I think there's something, I think maybe that might be a misunderstanding. I think that might be a misunderstanding for me. My bad about that. You fine. You good. Keep commenting. You fine. I think that was a misunderstanding for me. That was a me thing.
Ready Player One, fucking...
I think he is too. That was my bad.
Our online perception.
You good. So now, keep in mind, I don't pull up everybody that says stupid things. I sometimes I'll pull out really good comments that kind of make me think, you know what, you're onto something there. So just so y'all aware, it's not always bad.
There is a world where that happens. And I think that, like, if you ever got to a point in the future where somebody could genetically...
By the way, sub to the channel. We're always here, every day, even tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Every day. All 7 days. Do we have anything new from Fox? Oh, wait, hold on. I don't need that. Fox. Oh, we do. There is some new stuff. Hold on. Sent a stark warning. Ooh, Trump Angie.
To some other news, because we have a Fox News alert.
It is, of course, day 2 in the urgent search for a missing U.S. airman after an American fighter jet was downed in Iran.
Meanwhile, at least 6 people are hurt in central Israel after Iran fired a round of missiles, leaving behind this...
Man, I wonder what tactical advantage you can get from blowing up a street. That's crazy. There sure is a lot of streets that got blown up in Israel. That's weird, isn't it? But they keep saying that they're blowing up bases and military targets? Man, I didn't know that a hotel was a military target. That sure is weird.
Our own Jonathan Hunt joins us from Tel Aviv with the very latest on both of those stories. Good morning.
Rachel, Kevin, Griff, good morning.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I know I killed my political opponent, but I didn't. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. His helicopter got blown up by an RPG. That wasn't mine. But you're holding it. No.
Again
Not I.
All of you, the Iran's military command has just announced on state TV that they shot down the F-15E using a new air defense system. And they say they are confident that that will ultimately give them, the Iranians, control.
No. We didn't kill 45,000. No, we didn't kill 45,000 people. Then why'd you turn off the internet? Well, you see, what had happened was
of their airspace. That would, of course, be a monumental shift if it were to happen. There is obviously always some bravado and bluff in Iranian state TV commentary on this. But the search, meantime, goes on for that missing crew member from that F-15E. We have seen on Iranian state TV pictures of some of the wreckage, pictures of the ejector seat believed to have been used by the pilot who was successfully rescued. But the weapons systems officer sitting in the back seat of that F-15 is still missing at this point. The F-15E went down over southwestern Iran, a remote mountainous area, not an easy area in which the U.S. search and rescue teams can operate. They came under small arms fire, some of the helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft involved in that search. Two of the helicopters, as we understand it, were hit at one point. Crew members injured, but they did make it out to nearby Iraq safely.
Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Immediately attacks me instead of the argument. Don't give a hell, get out of this dumb war. It's not dumb. These people have been killing and capturing American soldiers for over 47 years now. I'm happy that we have a president that's willing to go there and bomb the fuck out of these assholes. When you sit there and systematically genocide an entire group of people, 45,000 strong, and you turn off the internet so that way you can roll around on ATVs and start killing people, and you decide that you're gonna lower the age of signing up to 12 for kids in your country, and you celebrate underage marriages, it's time for you to get what's coming to you. Why should we be taking these immigrants in when we could be fixing their country? That's my view of it. We need to be stronger. We need to hit these bastards harder. We need to be ruthless with these people, because they would do the same to you.
And as we understand it, those crew members are
They've been screaming and crying, saying death to American and Western culture for 47 years. Well, now you getting bombed, bitch, by the 47th president of the United States of America. God bless America. You get a bomb, and you get a bomb, and you get a bomb. Everybody gets a bomb, bitch.
Meantime, we also have learned that an A-10 Warthog with the U.S. Air Force also went down. That went down.
And Cuba's next. But they already roaching out.
In the Strait of Hormuz, we are told the pilot successfully recovered. And finally, back to the action we have seen here in central Israel today. A couple of missile alerts coming in. One, the most recent one, we were live with you at the top of the last hour. That thick black smoke we saw, we thought it might be a direct missile.
A lack of vocabulary, unfortunately. No, I curse because I grew up around it. It's a cultural thing, fucktard. Why do you think there's a cultural saying, swearing like a sailor? It's because they all swear. It's a cultural thing. I'm from Louisiana. You literally do not know anything about... I'm very confused. I swear that 48 Laws or Power Book has this younger generation think they're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. What? Younger generation? I'm 31, you dumbass. I'm a millennial. I was a firefighter. I worked for the United States Postal Service. I was a school bus driver. I still own a CDL license. What are you on about, man? What the fuck are you talking about? I've gone into burning buildings. Bulletproof? Nobody's bulletproof. Every time I caught a call at 4 a.m., I was like, oh, fuck, is this going to be my day? Is this going to be the day that I get trapped and die in a fire trying to save somebody or put a fire out? What you talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all get up in my comments. Y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about because all you do is see one. You don't go to college to be a firefighter. Good, you do. If you want to be a paid firefighter, you have to go to college in the state of Texas. You can volunteer and get no money in insurance. Sure. You know what? You know how many people that I went to college with that were volunteer firefighters that had gotten fucked up because their fire truck rolled over and they had to pay for all their medical out of pocket? Do you know that every firefighter that goes into a fire has a 50% chance, if not higher than that, of gaining cancer from the carcinogens that burn up in fire? And you know what happens if you're not getting paid to do it and you don't have the health insurance you need? You die. You die a slow and painful death to cancer. As a firefighter, if you're paid and you're on the insurance, not only is it free for you, but it's life coverage. So even though I'm no longer a firefighter, if I get cancer from my service, I'm covered. They say that the instructors that are fire chiefs that walked out tell you that the minute you start the first day of your academy, there is a 50 to a 70% chance that everybody in this room, once they get out of this course and out into the field, are going to die of cancer. That's the fact of life, bitch. Everyone dies. Bulletproof? Nobody's bulletproof. But when you accept it and you're willing to die for something you believe in, that's not bulletproof. That's doing what you know is right. And you don't think I think about that? I think about that constantly. I think about Charlie Kirk. When I sit here behind this camera, I know I'm painting a big-ass target on my back every single time. Sorry that I have the courage and you don't, pussy.
Missile strike, turns out it was actually the result of one of those cluster munitions, so a smaller strike than a direct missile itself would have been, but it hit a car. The fuel tank of that car exploded, and as you see there, that's what sent that smoke billowing into the air. But a number of people injured in the two strikes today. A demonstration once again that Iran retains the capability to hit.
I've already gotten, I upload to TikTok. I've got like 30,000 over there too. You realize that I've already gotten, that you can upload pictures and comments. I've already gotten pictures. I put it in the Discord. I've gotten pictures of them with showing a picture of the red dot. And then below that was Charlie Kirk's high school mugshot. Every day. Every day.
Israel, and of course to hit its Gulf neighbors too, as we approach President Trump's Monday deadline, remember, for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz or face the destruction, as President Trump put it, of Iran's energy infrastructure. Back to you guys.
Well,
Thank you,
those
Jonathan.
cluster munitions are terrible as well. Jonathan Hunt, thank you. With that, let's bring in Saturday in America anchor Kayleigh McEnany. Kayleigh, good morning.
You do know how you make things stop popping up in your feed. I don't know if you smooth brains understand how things work, but if you engage with content, if you leave a comment on it, it's going to pop up more. I don't know if you're just too damn stupid to look that up, but you can also just hit the 3 bars right here. There's a way, it's usually the 3 bars on shorts. And it should actually be on the stream. And you just hit, don't recommend this content. That's all you got to do, man. No one asked you to be here. You obviously care about what I'm saying. Like,
and let's pick up where Jonathan Hunt left off.
Right, the pilot. My bad. The pilot. No news yet on the pilot. No news yet.
To reopen the strait.
But Trump is allegedly warned Iran. That's what this video is here. This was just uploaded.
Destruction, but it seems complicated now, particularly if we don't find this second pilot and rescue him.
Yeah, and if I'm the Iranian terrorist regime, I'm reading the news and I'm seeing President Trump on Good Friday was in the Oval Office, his national security team there. And I don't like my odds. That's a president hard at work, a commander-in-chief who knows what he's doing. And when he sets deadlines, remember, he's a businessman and he means them. And he sent out a pretty stark warning to Iran this week. He said, I've bombed the biggest bridge in Iran. There was video of it that was put out. And you better come to the table or there will be consequences. So I wouldn't like my odds if I was on the other side of that negotiating. But how does the fact that we have a missing airman change that calculation? I mean, you could say we're going to bomb you in 2 days when you've met the deadline. But we may have a guy on the
If you're going to do stupid things, you better be tough. I mean, like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, and President Trump is always going to prioritize.
You better be ready to walk that broken bone off.
Saving that life. We heard
That's right.
Pausing strikes temporarily, and President Trump, that will add into the calculus. So I have no doubt that that is part of the moving pieces here. And just to acknowledge that pilot, like, we are thinking of him, we are praying for him. And you know, when we say
that sucks, man. I hope your recovery goes well. I've actually the third one of you know what? Let's just watch this. I got an EMT college story for that, but let's just watch this.
But there are 13 that we have lost. They have names, they have families. Alex Kleiner, 2 7-month-old twins he left behind, a toddler. Yeah. I was just reading about Nicole Amer, a mother who had 2 children. She was in Kuwait. They thought she was safe. This is the cost of war. These Americans, they aren't just great Americans. They are the very best Americans, following the footsteps.
Yes, I hope they find the pilot for sure. I really do. And if the pilot gets captured, I look forward to watching the United States government crack open whatever they've got around that pilot and getting that pilot back unharmed.
Jesus Christ and the sacrifices that they
go get him, boys. Get this guy, man.
That pilot, we pray for his recovery.
Let me add to what Rachel was just telling you about, and that's this idea that it could complicate negotiations. Let me share what the president said. He said, listen, this is not going to change how we do things. He expressed frustration.
No, it shouldn't. Look, I'm sorry. I know that it sucks that we lost a pilot there and that we can't find them right now. But at the end of the day, we still got a war to win. Like, it does suck. But we can't end an entire war if they capture this pilot. That's just not how it works. We've had POWs for years in other countries as well. It's not... We can't just end the war for one person. I'm sorry. This is a war for our kids, kids, and for people all over the world. Like,
rescue operation. Ask if today's events will affect any negotiations with Iran. The president said it would not. No, not at all. No, it's war. We are in war.
Did I do that?
One would imagine that they better be careful on their side of this thing, because let's face it, Kaylee, if they capture this person
what the war? What is the war good for? Is that what that question means? Oh shit! What the fuck just happened? What just happened? Oh. Oh, I don't think we're on. I think that was another fuck up.
Parade this person. I would not want to be.
Oh, by the way, if you're new here, please sub to the channel, like the stream. If you're new here, I advocate for people in the comments, even if it's on the videos, hit the @ and then hit their username. Like for example, if you just do this, you can copy and paste their name. Ask them questions. Ask them questions. I absolutely advocate for that. Ask them questions. See what their big deal is. Use their username, then ask them questions about what they're saying. At least you ain't got to worry about being shot in here.
I wouldn't want to be either. And I think when we view President Trump's statements, having worked for him, having seen how he operates, he is always communicating to someone. And sometimes that's the American
people. Yeah, they usually don't, because they're just trying to spin their little narrative.
That is,
they're trying to ignore you, that's all.
But other times it is a communication to the enemy. And so when we view his communications, people were saying, oh, he's going to come out and announce a ground operation when he did that primetime address.
That's stupid.
There's no chance he would ever do that. He's not going to broadcast his strategy. And when he says, no, this won't change our operation, he's not going to say to Iran, yes, this is changing things, we're backing down. He's doing the internal calculus behind the scenes, and what he broadcasts is a specific message for a specific person.
One of the things that we noticed about President Trump, or one of the things we've noticed about his economy, he brought back in 2016, we had a terrible economy coming out of Barack Obama, and he gave us the most amazing economy in all of our lifetimes. 50-year high in everything. Every class of people were up. Home ownership was up. Everything was booming. Then COVID happened, and then we had Joe Biden. President Trump, again, against a lot of people saying it wasn't going to work, introduced tariffs. He's brought back a lot of manufacturing. He improved the gas and oil situation. And we saw gas prices lower. We saw jobs come up. And I think when we've been talking about it all morning, we were on the verge in April, if not for the war, to see an absolute boom in this economy. Now, of course, tempered a little bit because of the war, but not as much as people thought. And we're seeing that in some of the numbers this week, that it's not the boom we thought, but it's also not the bust you would expect from a war that involves so much oil. Here is something here from Gallup poll. They asked Americans if they're worried about
What the fuck's going on with the chat? Oh, there it goes. Lost in Vietnam, lost in Korea, lost in Afghanistan, lost in Iraq, lost in Iran. Yeah, well, I mean, whatever you say, man. If that's one thing I've learned, don't ever argue with stupid people. Just tell them they're right. Just tell them they're right. Maybe one day they'll learn. They'll learn. You know what I'm saying?
They said the economy worry is down by 9
Gotta be leering these people soon. You know what I'm saying?
Violence worries have dropped by 8 points. Illegal immigration, no surprise. He's closed the borders. He solved that problem. It's off the table, down by 6 points. What do you
mean, if you get rid of the illegals that are in here committing crime, I mean, obviously the fucking crime rate is going to go down. Illegal immigration's a given. I don't know about inflation. I don't know about that. I don't know about the economy either. I don't know about that. I don't know.
Of the economy, the sentiment in the America.
So far, that seems to just be talk. We talk about the pilot. Where's the pilot?
He says Mr. Trump's adversaries.
I think that poll is interesting. Pull up. I talked about.
Inside, he says Mr. Trump's adversaries in politics.
I feel like I was lied to by that title.
Meanwhile, Iran's nationwide internet shutdown has been going on for over a month, with connectivity about just 1% of normal levels. A senior Israeli intelligence official telling Fox News this is a blackout on truth. The regime is hiding reality from its own people. They don't want the Iranian people to see how badly they're getting hit. Our next guest is an Iranian national whose activism led to...
Of course, because they know that once the Iranian people start rising up against them again, it's over.
Imprisonment in Iran. He created a crowdsourced mapping website and an app to provide Iranian civilians with crucial information, holistic resilience. Executive Director is with us right now, Ahmed Ahmadian, and he joins us. Ahmed Ahmadian, thanks so much for joining us. So tell me right now, what's the status of the internet in the country?
So thank you for having me on the show. It's been more than 33 days that there has been a total internet blackout in Iran, and the only way that internet connectivity existed in Iran and the information that is coming out of Iran is the few number, like, tens of thousands of Starlink devices that are inside the country, and some of the VPNs, when there is any international connectivity with the Iranian internet, they might work. But the only one that the government has not been able to shut down and cut off has been the tens of thousands of Starlink devices in Iran, that the number, might exceed more than.
You know what's crazy is that when you call me a name, I'm just going to permaban you. I'm not going to engage with you. I'm just going to ban you. You can't even pull the good faith out of you to try and poke holes in any arguments that I have. You just want to sit here and insult me. I'm just going to perma you and keep moving on.
Numbers, but that's still among the number of population, which is 92 million of the people.
Yet another day. So for 47 years, the Iran regime has been killing American soldiers through proxy, using their terrorism. They have been funding terrorism across the Middle East for over 47 years now. They have captured American soldiers and made people like Obama, or presidents like Obama, give them planes of money so that way they can use it to build bombs. They've cried death to America for well over 47 years. They made the soldiers that were being released after they had been given money kiss them on the forehead as a show of disrespect. They have been systematically genociding these people for over 47 years. As of last month, they turned out the internet and genocided over 45,000 people in Iran that were peacefully protesting and scribbling Trump's name on brick walls to seek Trump's help. They turned off the internet, and there were videos coming out of Iran that looked like the purge, where people were riding around on ATVs mowing protesters down and making the families pay to get the bodies back. There were body bags lining the streets. The second that we attacked Iran, they immediately bombed all of their allies and tried flying drones into buildings and crying about a school that was struck in a missile attack. Don't put your schools filled with kids next to a base in the middle of the night. But you want to sit there and cry about that, but you don't want to talk about the fact that the volunteer age to sign up for the military is 12. Last time I checked, the age of consent is not fucking 12. You have your elected officials sitting in parades surrounded by civilians that are celebrating the death of the Ayatollah because you're too much of a fucking coward to take that missile up the ass like a man. You have the systematic R of women in prisons because their hijab or their headscarf isn't on appropriately. And they are these women and then kill them because in their religion, if you do the deed prior to being married or with somebody, you go to hell. They have prison babies. Underage marriage is celebrated, not between a 16 and an 18-year-old. We're talking about a 12-year-old to a 40-year-old. Do not talk to me about what my morals should be. every missile that we send to Iran is a great day that I could wake up and say, I'm proud to be an American.
Oh, this is 0.1% of the population, and 99.9% of the people are still disconnected from the internet.
So what can we do cyber-wise to get the internet on?
Is there somebody spamming? The fuck, dude? What a weirdo.
On there. We know they're putting themselves on national television every day for the people to see.
Well, I mean, the solution is a Starlink at the moment. I mean, this is something that the government cannot shut down. And the question is, how can we put more?
I don't stop. Like, what does that even mute everybody until you find out? Like, what does that even mean?
Starlink devices in the hands of people inside the country.
Oh yeah,
people,
you're going bye too. That's weird. I'm not Jewish, dumbass. I'm Christian. I was baptized, fucking Christian. What are you talking about? Oh, ew, what a grody. Blech. Bye.
Bravely
is that the other spammer?
Country, they managed to get the Starlink devices to the country. The price has been always a hurdle, but thank you to President Trump. Earlier in this January, the subscriptions were waived, but the cost of the Starlink devices are still so high. But people smuggled them inside the country. The prices in multiples of the thousands of dollars inside the country.
Okay. We found him.
They are managing to establish a government-independent internet infrastructure that they cannot shut it down.
So what's the deal? What is the situation?
You know how you make sure it doesn't get shut down? Arm the civilians. Give them guns.
It's like in the country. Many are surprised there hasn't been more uprising.
Well, people are seeing the weakening of the repression apparatus of the regime, as we saw like in the early days of...
You know what's funny? That maybe if you had a job, you wouldn't always be online looking at my content. I'm getting paid to sit here and do this, bruh. I'm getting paid because I live in the best country in the world. I get to sit here and shit talk idiots like you. Oh, what's the matter? Are you sad that I'm a YouTuber and you're not? Oh, go cry about it to somebody else, loser.
Of the war Operation Epic Fury, you know, the IRGC bases were being targeted, the besieged, centers, the militia centers, and the checkpoints in the streets are being targeted. People are waiting to, they see this as an opportunity, but it's still, they need to be connected. They need to be mobilized. And then, once the day comes, they can mobilize and come out and take out this regime and finish the job, because you can bomb the regime's repression apparatus, but if you want to finish the job, you have to empower the people who are inside the country to take out this regime, and for that they need empowerment through the connectivity.
Damn straight. I live in Texas and I own 3 firearms. I got a 1911 SIG that's engraved with the Sam Houston quote. I've got it shoots 45, by the way. Got them nice. I got them beautiful hollow points in that bitch too, or FMJs. And then I got 2 guns. I always keep a gun in my apartment that's within arm's reach. I got 2 other guns. They're a little smaller, but they still packed with FMJs.
Especially, you know, with the American genius and technology that has been the number one.
I love Texas. I thought about leaving Texas for a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm in the right place.
Enemy of this, the
Right,
government,
but I
so
guess,
they can mobilize, they can coordinate.
I guess there's legitimate fear. If you're caught with the Starlink, you're going to be killed, right?
Bro, you cooked if you don't like a 1911. You cooked.
Yes, but despite of that, you know, if you go on the street, if you do a protest, you're also going to be killed. We saw it in a month and a half ago. People went to the streets, like, you know, for... the normal demands, you know, and they were faced the massacre of by the regime security forces. You know, 30 to 40,000 of them were killed. So I mean, if this is a lifeline for many people, and
right.
I mean, it has been in the past. You know, the satellite TVs were also illegal in Iran, but enough number of people got those devices so the regime could not, you know, go after every single person, and you know, they
So if we flood the zone with
alone.
Starlink, yeah.
So,
if we flood the zone with Starlink receivers, that could be the answer. So thank you very much, Ahmad. I'm going to have to leave it there. Ahmadi, and thank you very much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube.
Oh shit, whoops. I didn't mean to click that. No! Hold on. Time is it even? Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Okay then. Whatever the fuck that was. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got an update on the F-15 pilot. Hold on. We got an update.
U.S. forces searching for a missing F-15E crew member after Iran shot down the fighter jet yesterday. This coming as another jet, an A-10 Warthog, crashed into the Strait of Hormuz. Sources say the pilot was safely recovered. Jim Hansen ran counterterrorism operations in the U.S. Army Special Forces. He joins us now. Jim, we're praying and hoping that this crew member, this weapons systems officer, will be recovered. What do you make of where things stand now? Because the clock is ticking.
Yeah, this is a difficult one, Griff. I mean, every member of our elite forces, you look at
that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand is like, if you've got a gun with a bigger caliber, you don't need to sit there and shoot the whole damn magazine. You usually only need like 1 or 2 shots. It's the stopping power. Something like a Glock, and I know this because like I said, I was an EMT. I actually treated somebody that was shot with a Glock. Dead. They died. They're dead. Okay, they didn't make it, obviously. Well, because he was shot like 19 times or something crazy. But like, for example, whenever I was going through EMT, when you get shot with a Glock, the bullets don't have stopping power. They have shredding power. They're meant to ricochet off the bones in your body. They hit your bone and they ricochet and tear through organs. That's what they're designed to do. They're not meant to immediately drop you. That's like 1911, something like that shoots 45 and above. Something like that has raw stopping power. So like it'll still do the same thing, but it's not as like, it's easier to be saved if you've been shot with a 45 than it is to be saved if you've been shot by a Glock. A Glock tears up your insides, and it's designed to do that. That's what it's designed to do. That's why I'm not a big fan of the Glocks. Like, I want to make sure. Never mind. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna get suspended if I keep going.
Combat.
I'm gonna get a suspension, but
rescue.
Let's just say I got my own personal reasons why I use a 1911 that shoots 45.
Army Special Forces, Rangers, Delta, JSOC, Navy SEALs, Marine Special Ops, they're all there. And all of them want nothing more than to bring this person home. But they're running into a situation where Khuzestan province is not good home turf for the regime. The Arab tribes there don't like the regime, but however, that means that the IRGC and Basij have a larger than normal presence there to go ahead and tamp them down.
We got a third worlder in chat. Another person that can't speak English. Speak American, bitch. Let's see, where'd he go? That's not true, bruh. They're meant to go through and through. If it hits a bone, it will ricochet, but it's not designed for that. Not you. It was somebody else. Here we go. Bro, you need to educate yourself. You're sounding like you're ignorant. Man, at least you can call me ignorant, but at least I'm not actually incoherent.
When they do protest and things like that happen. So it's a situation where all of our troops, all of our air assets and ground assets are doing everything they can, but the regime also has as many of their people in play as possible. And we need to hope that the people who dislike the regime are helping, not hurting.
We sure hope so. And to your point about the terrain there, we put that map back up, Jim, we just had, because right next to the Khuzestan province is, of course, the Zagros Mountains. Very difficult terrain, which can make rescuing this pilot a little more difficult. But then it could also maybe work in our favor because our PJs, our pararescue guys, have training to go into terrain like this. They have rock climbing skills and tools to get in there. And of course, pilots get that survival in evasion SEER training to try and last in difficult terrain for long periods of time. So maybe this is hopeful.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that guy's going to do is try to get out of the flatlands and get someplace where there's cover, where it's difficult, where there's no roads, any place like that, because our helicopters can get to those places, and you don't want a bunch of Basij or other, regime troops riding around in pickup trucks able to easily get to him. So you want to be someplace where it's hard to find him, but that also, again, makes it difficult for us.
Right.
So we're doing a balancing act. How many forces do we want to put in on the ground and have to support? Potentially.
You do understand that a 1911 is bigger than a. You do understand that a 1911 is bigger than a Glock, right? I just don't like Glocks. I'm not a big fan of Glocks. I'd much rather have a 1911.
Become targets, but we want to make sure we do every single thing possible to get this guy and get him back to his home and his family.
Absolutely. Let me ask you one last thing.
Like, Jim, I know you can change the barrel. No shit. Like they say that instead of plinking with a 45 chamber, you should switch it to like, what was it, like a. I think the 1911 can have a 380. I think. You want to switch to a smaller caliber because it's cheaper. It doesn't help your aim when you're shooting the big boy bullet, but,
That is, if indeed, tragically, if Iran was able to capture this pilot, will that change the negotiations dynamics?
It'll add a factor, but it will not change the overall dynamic because this is not about a single person. It's the trolley problem. You cannot derail an entire strategic issue of stopping Iran from ever getting nuclear weapons because one of our people's in jeopardy. President Trump and the rest of the team will do everything they can, but the first mission and the major point we need to get done is to make sure Iran is not a threat to the region and the world.
All right, Jim Hansen, thank you very much. Great insight as always. Have a good weekend.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the...
America is winning the war. You third worlder? America's obliterating Iran. Oh, you shot down one plane? Oh, you shot down one plane so you think you're winning the war now? What about the other 1.2 million soldiers that we have on standby? What about the rest of the United States Air Force? What about the, like, actually, you know what? How many planes does the United States Air Force have? How many airplanes does the United States Air Force have? 5,000 to 5,500 military aircrafts. And you shot down one. Well, I guess there's only 4,999 to go. It's been a month. Get used to the fact that you're getting your asses cleaned by missiles.
Fox News latest.
Shit talk all you want. Keep posting your fake little AI videos all you want. Hate to break it to you, but you cooked. You fucked up and you cooked. By the way, if you're new here, sub to the channel. Please sub to the channel. Check out the membership. We do have a channel membership with exclusive emotes. Check it out. You don't have to, but just showing up here, because we're here every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. every day. Every day. It's Central Time, by the way. So yeah. Just showing up, subbing to the channel, hitting the like button on the stream does wonders. Okay. Yeah, time for like one more video, I think.
Blanche is now serving as acting attorney general after President Trump removed Pam Bondi as AG.
Fucking finally. Pam Bondi was a joke. What a fucking idiot.
Here's what Blanche told Jesse Waters about his former boss.
The Attorney General made our country safe again, and she is a friend, and she did a great job in the first year of this administration, and people should not forget what the Department of Justice that she came into just over a year ago. And so we are a better justice.
Huh? Huh? You're a joke. No, nothing. Huh? Oh, I'm just going to ignore you because your presence doesn't matter.
Department, we are safer as a nation, and we should all be very
not even worth the movement it would take to ban you.
The Attorney General for her sacrifice for this country and for what she did.
Names are already being floated out as who might be lead the Department of Justice, from the EPA Director, Lee Zeldin, big lawyer background, U.S. Attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro, she's one of our favorites, and even Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who'll be out of a job soon. Let's bring in Sunday Night in America host Trey Gowdy. Trey, I guess I have to tell you, your name's been brought up as well. What should we know? Have you been approached?
I would be 1,000th on his list and 10,000th on my list. Brian, no job that requires me to show my college transcripts will I ever apply.
I saw that picture in the trash. I did. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. I saw that picture.
You just put up 8 people that would be much better than me, and you can add John Radcliffe to that. His picture wasn't up there.
Man, why do people keep talking about Israel, dude? Fuck Israel. I don't care about Israel. Y'all talk about Israel for? What's the matter? Y'all can't attack any of the arguments or any of the actual non-fake news that's coming forward of them blowing up military targets, so you got to sit here and say it's for Israel? I don't know how many times you guys are going to try that before you realize it doesn't work. It doesn't work. No one's listening to you. No one cares. It's not an Israeli war. It's an American war. That's what happens when you've got a race of people that are too fucking stupid and ignorant to understand that when you scream death to another country and then you want to make nukes so that way you can fulfill that, well, big fucking surprise, everyone's going to start catching missiles. Rip Bozo, rest in peace, you won't be missed. Enjoy jumping over hot coals in hell, you terroristic pieces of shit.
Really good AG right now in Todd Blanche. I mean, I saw Lee Zeldin up there. He's got plenty of people to pick from. I know you want to get rid of me, but I ain't leaving.
No, are you kidding? Your ratings are through the roof, and all I have to do is not drop the ball on Sunday.
Okay, so where am I supposed to get my information from? You got a minute. Bro believes all the propaganda, so where am I supposed to be getting my information from? MMA Genie? Where am I supposed to get my information from? Got a minute. I'll give you till 11:26. I don't want no bullshit either. Anything that's not answering my question is an immediate perma. Not for mainstream media, so you didn't answer my question. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Thanks to you. Here's Todd Blanche.
Sorry, I'm not going to go to your third world shithole media where you sit there and spew bullshit propaganda about blowing up the USS Abraham Lincoln for the 7th time today. Sorry, it's not going to happen.
What got the president frustrated about the Department of Justice? Listen.
The president reportedly, probably obviously frustrated that the cases against Tish and Schiff and Brennan and Comey not really going anywhere. Are you the guy that's going to be able to get that done?
Look, I think the president is frustrated. Everybody.
You're not old enough to know the difference. I'm 31, guy. Maybe you're just too stupid to comment about things that you know that people immediately throw the game out the window. When you get into someone's comments, you have no idea that other people that are in the comments already have heard the story of that person. And you immediately are dishonest from the second you start typing. You sell yourself every time. Because that tells me that you're not even smart enough to watch the stream long enough to understand what's even being discussed. You're just going based on a whim here. So how the fuck am I supposed to expect you to be held to the standard of having a decent conversation or debate in the comments? I can't even expect you to have a good turn-based, debate if you immediately start with calling somebody a name or talking about how they look. It's dishonest. It's disingenuous. Like, why the fuck would I want... Like, if you start like that, you're just gonna catch a perma. You care about is your likes and follows so you can try to make money off of other people's misery. Oh, are you from a third world? You are a joke. You know nothing. Oh, look, guys, it's a third worlder that thinks that he can do something. I love making content off of these idiots, man, because they just keep coming. I delete them today, and they fucking respawn and are back the next day. It's always the same shit, too. If you've been here for the past week or even a couple days, it's the same fucking comments. Literally copy and paste the same fucking comments. They don't have anything original. They're just waiting for somebody who's running the show to baby bird the information to them. Like, it's the same shit.
What we saw happen for the past 4 years is unforgivable and can never happen again. And so certainly I don't mind the frustration. I appreciate the frustration because we do have to make sure that what happened for 4 years never happens again.
So, I mean, he obviously...
7 days a week. I'm here 7 days a fucking week. And it's not... It's the same comments. It's the same fucking comments. These guys might as well just be copying and pasting this shit. It's the same shit.
Wants the job, and the president obviously trusts him.
Oh, you're an idiot. You know how many times I've been called an idiot? For every one of these dumbasses that I ban, it's like, dude, come on.
What kind of timeline?
I could have made a lot of money by now. Shit.
Timeline. You know the president. What kind of timeline you think he is with this? Because he needs.
Oh, look, another third worlder that thinks that dude. Like, I love it. You still ain't enlisted yet. Oh, go make another account. Maybe it'll work tomorrow.
Yeah, he does. He needs a Todd Blanche. Todd was a great deputy. Todd's a real lawyer. He was a former federal prosecutor. You know, he highlighted the president's frustration. I'd be frustrated, too. He lost his first term in office.
And that's what's so sad about it is, like, you pull them up hoping to have somewhat of a good conversation. It is just so brain dead. Like, goddamn, is it stupid, man.
He watched his family be deposed by the likes of Schiff and Swalwell. The problem is, as you know, Brian, I mean, good facts make good lawyers. When you're going to the grand jury and you can't even get an indictment, when you get a no bill, which, by the way, is almost impossible to get, then you're not going to win at trial. So the thing I don't get about Pam is you and I both know she
another one. This kid sits behind his computer. Bro, it's not like I haven't heard that 50 fucking times. Oh, look, another one, guys. Oh, look, another one. Oh. This kid sits behind his computer and thinks he knows what happened in the... Dude, like, how many of y'all are just gonna sit here... Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Like, it's the same shit. Y'all don't even have anything original. It's like...
It's to do with Jeffrey Epstein. There are people in the files like Steve Bannon who got a hero's welcome at CPAC while Pam Bondi's getting fired.
I'm not going anywhere, bro. I'm not going any damn where. Y'all better enjoy my fat ass sitting in this chair. Because as long as I got people that are willing to listen, you bet your ass I'm going to show up. I can't tell you how many streams that I've done over the years where there's nobody. Then God the Fish showed up, and then more people showed up. I'm not going anywhere. I stuck around when there was one person watching and I wasn't making a fucking dime. You think for a second I'm going to go somewhere now that I'm making money on? No. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here talking about how we should bomb more terrorists over the fucking world and how we should be taking more of these motherfuckers and holding them accountable and putting them in a New York City jail. We need to fucking do a goddamn, Doritos needs to partner up with the United States military. They need to make the black Dorito, call it the B2 or the B2 Dorito or the Black Death, or call it a nice catchy name that sounds really badass and patriotic. And every missile, every dollar that they make on that Doritos needs to go towards a missile for a fucking bomb in Iran to take out a terrorist. You people don't seem to understand that no matter how many times y'all get in my comments and y'all say some stupid shit, y'all fuel me even more. Y'all make the videos get more views. Every time you leave a dumbass comment and I remove you, I get 2 new viewers. So please, keep making content for me, because I love making shorts on people saying the exact same shit 7 days a week, which is how long we're here, by the way. Sub to the channel, please. Like the stream. It helps out with the views. We're here 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 11:30, every single fucking day, pulling up idiots and making fun of them.
He was fired because of Epstein. It was the failure to manage...
Oh, shit! $5! Let's go! I keep wanting to reach down for the other mouse. Hold on. There we go. $5 dono. By the way, we also have a channel membership. You can check the channel membership out.
After effects, and for that you can blame Republicans. I mean, you got.
I've got exclusive emotes that I made. I don't have an editor either, so every video you see is done by me.
He's running for governor on Jeffrey Epstein at Pam Bondi's expense. So she was every bit as undercut and impeached by Republicans as she was the left.
Just on
You know what's the best part about my job? Is that I can sit here and be patriotic and wear whatever clothing that I want and tell people in the comments to call idiots like this out and make fun of them and hold these individuals that do this kind of stuff accountable for their actions, probably for the first time in their life. My favorite comment that I love seeing is America's not free. We live in the best country in the world where you don't have to worry about the FBI knocking on your door or a dictator trying to kill you for leaving dumbass comments like this. If you did something like this in Russia, Vladimir would be shoving his foot on your corpse. I live in the best country in the world. I live in the country with the biggest and baddest fucking ass military in the entire world. I live in a country where I could be a firefighter, where I can be a United States Postal Serviceman. I could work at Sonic. I could work at Walmart. I can work at as a fucking a school bus driver. And I could sit here on YouTube and make money off of it and call people that don't think America's free stupid, because that's what they are. You're trying to kill our patriotism. America is not going to die quietly. No matter how much of this bullshit you try to push. No matter how much you try third worlder or traitor, whichever title you prefer, it won't work here. It won't. You tried. You tried it for 4 years, and you're getting your ass handed to by a dude that's orange. Congratulations. You've been naturally selected.
On the Epstein situation, Steve Bannon was trying to rehab him with a documentary on Jeffrey Epstein. And number two is more Democrats have been caught in the crossfire than Republicans. And Tom Massey suddenly has an interest in this story. He had no interest for 10 years. But if it hurts Trump, it's okay with him. The President of the United States is doing something else I think is very unique and very important. He asked J.D. Vance to head up, become fraud czar, and really start
And you know
attacking.
why we're free? And why America is the way it is? It has nothing to do with a goddamn fucking illegal alien or a fucking immigrant. It's our armed forces, dipshits. Think about how many people would be speaking German right now if it had not been for America. Ain't no illegal built this country. Our army did. Our army made sure that every invading force, our veterans built this country, not these fucking immigrants, these illegals. Now, I don't have a problem with immigrants. If you came here legally and you do in the process everything. If you joined up for the military, I see you as an actual veteran. If you joined up for the military and you did everything you had to get here legally, and you went through the process, American. You're not an immigrant to me. You're an American. Like this African American, Asian American. No, bro, you American. If you's born on this country and you ain't an anchor baby, you's American. I'm sorry. That's just all there is to it. That's just all there is to it. And veterans built this country. Veterans are the reason why that flag is out there waving its colors. Veterans built this country. They're the reason why it's still adhered together with spit and hope. Because even when everything was lost, them veterans were out there taking down terrorists from day one.
Where our money's coming from. Some of the people making money off our social services are from other countries. What's your reaction to what they've been finding, especially in California?
Well, if you want...
Who gives a fuck about the railroad? Who cares about the railroad? We don't even use the railroad anymore, dude. What are you talking about? Who the fuck cares about the railroad? Everything's transported via, 18-wheeler or plane now. I mean, I guess if you, get the cargo containers, sure, but, who the fuck cares about the railroad? You wouldn't have no goddamn railroad if there wasn't no goddamn land that you could build the railroad on, dumbass. What you mean? You wouldn't have no damn railroad. It'd be a bullet train.
Job security, go be a fraud czar in the federal government. I mean, JD can work till he's 120 at that job. This is what for us, the bigger government gets, Brian, the more room there is for waste, fraud, and abuse.
Wouldn't be no New York police if the fucking veterans didn't secure the land. It all falls apart, man. Oh, but they joined the New York... Okay. Why is there a New York police? Well, there's a New York police because the veterans secured the land.
So, number one,
wouldn't be shit if we didn't have the protection. I love seeing these people that cry, we're spending too much on it. No, we need to be spending more on the military. You know why? Because we need to be using them to get all these illegals out of our country and lock up all these damn criminals. That's why.
As a government. Number two, quit hauling the Attorney General over to Congress to help you with your gubernatorial bid. Let her stay and manage fraud cases. How's that for a novel idea? Let prosecutors be prosecutors. JD can't prosecute anybody. He can't go into a courtroom. Let the people who can do their jobs.
From their blood, sweat, and tears, veterans built this country. And you know what veterans had to go through? They had to watch family members die. They had to watch their fellow brothers die on the field. Their brothers and sisters, their fellow friends die on the field to secure this fucking freedom. So to any congressman that's out there saying that immigrants built this country, kiss my fat ass. How about that? You forget your fucking place, you fucking moron.
and quit playing politics with them.
All right, so you don't think he should head it up?
No, hell no. Bomb the shit out of these people. This guy's based. Bomb the fuck out of these people, man. They want death to America. Well, America's gonna bring death to their doorsteps. You want it, bitch? Here you go.
No, I think JD would be great. No, I think he's great. I'm saying to others, prioritize fraud, quit hauling people to Capitol Hill for your own personal political ambition, and let them do their job at Main Justice.
Oh, he's talking about ICE. No, yeah, based. Stop trying to fucking take everything to the Supreme Court on Capitol Hill because, like, ICE is going to continue doing their job. You better get used to that. And if another Republican gets elected, or the Democrat that's going to be running isn't running on immigration, they're not going to get elected. That's what's going to happen.
Trey, I think it's also important to bring up that the raids have already started in California, so we're going to see some results. It's amazing how many people decide.
First responders don't make enough money, and our teachers don't make enough money. That's why you got these clowns trying to march these students out of the fucking classroom. They all need more money. All of them. Police need more money. They need more training. I feel like police officers should be EMTs, so that way if they're forced to shoot somebody, they can start administering aid. Or if they've got a downed police officer, they can immediately start administering aid. And they should get a pay raise for that too. Just like firefighters. If you're it's required for you to be an EMT and also have your certification from the academy. But if you become a paramedic, you get a pay raise. It should be the same thing for police. There's no reason why somebody with a gun doesn't know how to do certain basic things like EMT, basic EMT. There's no reason for it.
To have their last days in California under hospice care, and they suddenly revive themselves. That's a story that we need to cover. Trey, we cannot wait to watch you Sunday night at 9 o'clock, and what a great bus shot you have for your logo. That is fantastic. You had a great photo shoot. Trey Gowdy, thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
All right, y'all. I don't think I'm going to do the fish stream today. I think we'll continue the fish stream on Monday. We'll do that like 5 days a week because I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my weekend. And we'll be back on tomorrow. Now don't keep that in mind. Please sub to the channel. We're on all 7 days. Now what I've been doing is I've been like kind of winding down with a fish video or fish stream after this for like 10 minutes. We're going to start doing that again on Monday. We'll do that like 7 days a week. But we will be back on tomorrow, bright and early, 8 a.m. to 11:30, doing the same shit we were doing today. We'll start with gaming. We're going to work our way into politics, probably finish off with politics. So if you want to hear more about bombing the fuck out of terrorists, you're in the right place. We do this 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time, because I'm in Texas. Check out that membership. The membership has exclusive emotes. I have no editor. I do everything myself. All of everything. I stream to Rumble, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, big and small. I edit videos Monday through Friday. I also upload shorts. If y'all see a video go up, leave a comment, hit the like on it. You don't necessarily have to watch it. It does help out with like hours and stuff. But what helps it get promoted is leaving comments and interacting with it. That's why a lot of these people that leave these dumb comments in my chat don't realize that the more you comment, the more you engage with the content, the more you help me out. I don't mention Twitch. It's because Twitch is dead. Like every other channel that I'm streaming on is dead. It's because like I'm on YouTube and I don't really promote anything else because like I want the majority of people to stay on YouTube. I'm sure I'm going to get suspended on Twitch for this, but I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. I'm sorry, but Twitch is dying. I mean, let's be honest here. If we're being fucking honest, Twitch is inevitably going to be put out of business if they don't figure out what they're going to do with their shit. Like, let's be honest. But yeah, no. We're here every day. Please sub to the channel, show up, leave comments, like videos, like other people's comments. You don't necessarily have to leave your... And if you're scared... And I understand people are scared to do that. If they're scared to sub, you're scared to sub, but you want to show support, just keep showing up and watching the videos. Just keep showing up to the streams, watching the streams. And if it like by that I mean like I know what it's like. I understand what it's like to be alienated by people for having a certain political view. I get it. If you're trying to keep that under wraps, I understand. Go into your history when you're done watching the stream, and you can remove the stream from your watch history. You can do that. A little tip for y'all if y'all are, on that boat. I understand where you're coming from with it. Don't feel bad. Don't feel obligated. I understand. Trust me, I get it. And I will see y'all tomorrow, boys. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay away from crazy people. We might end up making fun of you if you get smooth brain on us. Please, keep doing what y'all are doing. Y'all are awesome, by the way. All of y'all are so awesome. Y'all, the support I have been seeing for the past few months has been insane. Y'all are all awesome. W Patriots from other countries that love their countries too. Don't worry. If things are bad enough for y'all, America's got you. Okay? We got you. Hold on. I'm trying to put the music on. Oh, there we go. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace, boys and ladies.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're